What's up, everybody? Appreciate you being here. Welcome to the stream. We thank you for being here. It is a NASCAR Xfinity Series time. They've been off last week, and now they're back here for their race today. Their second race of the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, a round of 12. Next week, they'll go to Charlotte, the Charlotte Roval, and we'll oust 4 drivers from this, and we'll be down to the round of 8. But right now we are going to see who wins this and see who advances themselves, if it's a playoff driver or maybe someone that's not a playoff driver that wants to get in there and get a win for their team. But could Sheldon Creed do this here? We'll see what happens. Could Jesse Love and Austin Hill back in the behind the cut line for their respective team, Richard RCR Racing? So we'll see what happens here. Jesse Love needs to have a good run here. He's 10th in the playoff standings. We'll see what happens. 3 points behind Taylor Gray. It's a low, but we'll see what happens here. But thank you guys for being here. Make sure you hit that like for us. Subscribe to the channel. It's for up to you guys to get us to 100 likes before the green flag. 100 likes before the green flag. That is your goal here today. But let's take a look at the chat. What's up here? Richard, what's going on? Random Trainer, good to see, says, let's go Algeier. We'll see what he does. Lincoln Kim, hello, what's up? Joyce, what is up? John Collins, good to see you. Billy Bowles, what is up? Hello. Bronny, as always. Lincoln Kim, Crazy Fleece, what's up? Coila, what's going on, everybody? We appreciate you. And if you were watching this morning and you're watching this afternoon, we appreciate you continuing coverage with us, as on Saturdays, we give you the best coverage of NASCAR on our channel. And Bronny, if you could send me the link, it still is not up here for me yet. So we're looking forward to having fun here today. What's up, Steve? What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you being here on the go at CeeLo. So we're ready for the Kansas Lottery 300, and there it is, Bronny. Thank you so much. I don't know why mine never does it, but thank you so much for that, Bronny. 1 second, y'all, while I get that going, and then we'll get this stream going with our stuff here. 1 second here. Hey, Bronny knows me so well. Bronny knows me so well. For some reason, my computer just doesn't pick up. Even though I reset everything, I don't know why it does that. But let's do this right here. Let's send, and then I'll get this going right here. All right, get this going. There's that one, and there's that one. All right, let's go with the raw feed, and let's go to the next screen. All right, let's get this all set up here for you guys and be ready to go for 200 laps here at the Kansas Speedway. 200 laps, and there we go. Appreciate you having a good time tonight. Let's go through the lineup. Of course, we saw Brandon Jones get the pole earlier today, so let's take a look at the lineup here, and it as follows, and then we'll do our picks here. 1 second, we'll get my cars up here too as well. 1 second, get the cars going. Cars, get those on the board here as well. Put it on the board. And we'll bring it down a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, let's take a look at our lineup here. Brandon Jones, Taylor Gray, Sam Mayer, Butterbean Queen. Look to see what he could do here at the start of this race. Butterbean Queen, Justin Allgaier in 5th. 6th is William Swallowich. 7th is Connor Zillich. 8th is Raj Caruth. 9th is Dean Thompson. 10th is Sheldon Creed. 11th is Patrick Stroboli in that 24. Jordan Anderson Racing, or no, Sam Hunt Racing. Sorry about that. Jesse Love there in 12th. 13th is Dirty Nick Sanchez. 14th is Sammy Smith. 15th is Ryan Sieg. 16th is Justin Bonjour. 17th, Austin Hill. 18th is Harrison Burton. 19th is Carson Quaffle. 20th is Christian Eckes. 21st is Matt Benedetto. 22nd is Anthony Alfredo. 23rd, Parker Retzlaff. 24th, Kyle Sieg. 25th, Jeremy Clements. 26th is Jeb Burton. 27th is Leland Honeyman. 28th is Blaine Perkins. 29th is Brennan Poole. 30th is Mason Massey. 31st is Austin Green. 32nd is Cole Raz. 33rd is Joey Gase. 34th is Ryan Ellis. 35th is Nick Lights. 36th is Josh Williams. 37th is Garrett Smithley. And 38th is Danny Dime. So there is your lineup tonight. So start thinking about who you want as a pick. We'll be picking that here after the pre-race ceremonies. So let's see if I can get my stuff going here. And leaderboard, scanner, and MRN. Let's get it going. Yeah, oh, we're at a commercial. Okay. All right, so hope you're doing really well. I decided, y'all, that I'm not going to go to Talladega, so I will be with you guys throughout the playoffs. We're going to be right here for you guys throughout the playoffs. We are not going anywhere. We're not taking any trips. We're going to be here all the way through November through the championship. So that will be, and then after that, CeeLo will go on a vacation. But we're going to be with you guys all the way through the championship. So this is your one-stop shop for NASCAR on the weekend. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit the like for us. As we're at 28 likes, you guys got a long way to go before we get to 100 likes. Help us out to 100 likes, y'all. Help us out, get us there as fast as you can. We got a little bit of time, though, but you guys got to get us there. That's your goal. 100 likes to get us before the green flag. There's only 79 of us here, so it might be a little tough, but let's go. Let's get it going here as we are here at the Kansas Speedway for the Kansas Lottery 300. 45 laps for the first stage, 45 laps for the second stage, and 110 for the third. Who can ride the wall? That's the question. Who could ride the wall here at this 1.5-mile track? It's going to be interesting to see with 200 laps. How many cautions we have? You can start thinking about that too as well. Could we have a lot of wrecks? Could the right side tire? I'm not sure about the Xfinity Series if they're having a bad with the tire, but they didn't really experience much during the practice, not like the Cup Series did. But whose tires will last? It is on the CW as well. And also, you can do this as well. Let's see here. This is the CW. Click on the CW, right? Get your phones out. The CW's the playoffs in Kansas. And let's see here. The CW. You click on the CW, go to the main page, CeeLo. There's the CW main page right here is the battle cam. You can have the battle cam up and ready to go for you. You also have Danny Dimes and Ryan Ellis as your two in-car cameras today. Danny Dimes and Ryan Ellis as your in-car cameras today. So make sure you check out the battle cam for that. We'll be watching that some as well. So appreciate you being here. Vacation, you can't ever leave us. That's right. We'll be here right through the NASCAR season's over, and then CeeLo will go on a vacation. But we appreciate you being here. We thank you for being here. They're still on a commercial. Well, I know I put in my like. Thank you, Gregor Allen. I appreciate it. Let's go Hill. Wayne Martin. That's my pick today, too. Austin Hill. I think it's down to the nitty gritty here for RCR. So we'll see what happens. I'm not going to be going to Talladega either, John says. Awesome. Hey, that's a good thing. We're both not going to go to Talladega now. That's good. Yeah, I'm not going to Talladega. We decided not to do it. I was only going because I wanted to be with Tom, but Tom's not going to be there either. So we're ready for pre-race ceremonies very shortly.
FDIC. Let's catch up with the driver that's going for win number 10 of the 2025 NASCAR Xfinity Series campaign. We're speaking of Connor Zillage. He's 85 points above the cut line, and he's with Steve Post.
Starts in the 7th spot on that quest for the 10 win is Connor Zillage. So Connor qualified in the 7th spot. Kind of describe what you found, what you have at the race car here today.
Yeah, I think we'll be good in the race. I ran on the top groove the whole practice session, and then come to qualifying, found out that the bottom was faster, so it was my first lap on the bottom, and I just didn't do a great job. So I feel like we've got a really fast Carolina Carport Chevrolet, and just got a few spots to make up.
You mentioned the bottom, you mentioned the top. This track does move around. How different? Is a good balanced car work across the board, or are there significant differences from the bottom all the way to the top?
It does.
Where's for Tom? That's right.
Fast car will go fast anywhere. So fingers crossed that we have that today, but I feel pretty confident in it.
Connor Zillage going to roll off from the 7th spot. Chris Wilder.
Brendan Butterbean Queen, your ARCA Menard Series winner last night and unofficial champion. He's still
Sam Mayer for the win
in a couple of weeks. But your second start here in this Colleague Racing Chevrolet, the Xfinity Series, and you put it on position number 4.
Oh, Lord.
Were you a little surprised?
I don't know if this is going to work or not. Stand by, y'all.
No, I have all the faith in this Colleague Racing, Action Industries, Leaf Filter, Celsius Chevrolet.
It worked.
I wanted to do it for them. I felt like I let them down at Bristol when I qualified bad and messed up on my end. So car had, good pace in practice, even though we were Group 1. You never know how it's going to really turn out, but just went for it in Q, and I know a lot of learning is going to happen today, and the goal is to run all the laps, but it'd be nice to stay up front. And obviously, already just kind of showing that I can do this in the right circumstance. So it's cool to be starting up front with all the playoff guys.
We talk often with young drivers about experience. You have a lot of experience at Kansas, both in the ARCA car and now, of course, this weekend with the Xfinity car. How much
Sam Mayer for the win, Keith. We'll see. Hold on to your picks.
But what did you learn that may help you today?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just repetition of laps, running by the wall, moving around, seeing what the track did. But it's just going to be totally different in this car. They race it differently, more horsepower, small spoiler. So there's going to be situations I get put in that I don't know how the car is going to react, and I just got to learn.
All right, that's Brendan Butterman Queen again. Starts for today. His second appearance in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Told me he had to put the Waffle House.
Butterbean Queen.
Because he's got racing to do here this afternoon.
Won the ARCA Menard Series Reese's 150 last night. He will clinch the 2025 ARCA Menard Series Championship just by starting the race next weekend.
Wow, they didn't even touch up Connor's car. It's still got the big scratch on the side where he hit the wall. This is Xfinity Series. This is Xfinity Series, Butterfly. We hear a Cup or Busch car run up close. Yeah, we'll maybe hear. We might get to hear some of that. Make sure you check it out. The battle cam, it is up now. Who's watching the battle cam? Who's got the battle cam on? Let me see who's got the show of hands watching the battle cam here today. And we'll have the battle cam up. We'll have also the in-car cameras for you guys. You have the in-car cameras too. Tiff, what's up? Welcome back, Tiff. And we'll be ready for pre-race ceremonies here in just a second. Just a second here for pre-race ceremonies.
Okay, should have start history on Emma.
All right.
MRN Classic Race.
Okay, perfect. All right, got that going here. See, what's up, Mad Steve? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Get ready. Thinking about your picks. 88, I love you too. Caitlin says the Connor Zillich.
From Kansas Speedway, this is the motor.
So we got 45, 45, and then 110. Or no, 90. Sorry, 45, 45, and 90. 45, 45, and 90 for your laps today. So 2 stages. Start thinking about your caution. Start thinking about your dark horses. Start thinking about your picks. So right after the pre-race ceremony is over, we'll pick our picks. Right after that, we'll do our dark horses after gentlemen starts your engines. And then after that, we'll do our cautions, and we'll be ready for green flag here in about 15, 20 minutes. It's all going to happen pretty quick. So make sure you share the stream out, subscribe, just one look. Dallas Owens. Dallas, thanks for subscribing, Dallas. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. You're going to love this channel. We're going to have a good time. So Dallas Owens, thank you so much for subscribing as well. So pretty soon here, pre-race ceremonies. We'll have a good time. No, it's up to the driver and the crew. JGR has the best equipment. They do. They do here in the Xfinity Series. They look pretty good, but I think Junior Motorsports equipment's even better. I think the Junior Motorsports equipment is even better than the Joe Gibbs Racing equipment. That's hands down better Joe Gibbs Junior Motorsports.
Series. Right now, the drivers have been introduced. They're congregating at their cars. Let's chat with Sam Mayer, who's trying to put.
I see you, Mayor. Where's my Mayor fans?
He starts in the
oh yeah, please.
Position is 11th top 5 start in the last 12 races. Sam, when you look at the points, though, first of all, up 35 in a relatively healthy position. But how do you kind of take where you're sitting, and I'm sure you'd like a little more comfort going into the Roval next week.
Yeah, 35 is not near enough for sure. We want to be at least 50, and I think we'll be in a good spot. But yeah, I mean, just hats off to everybody at Haas Factory team. They've done a great job this season. You said that we have 11 top 5s in the last 12 races starting spot, so that's really, really good. We've been Mr. Consistent, I guess you could call us. We haven't won all the races, gotten all the glory, but we've been doing a lot of the work in the dark and getting this program a lot better, and it's kind of showing the last couple of weeks especially. So I'm really looking forward to getting this on about 4 months.
I'll see you, Mayor.
It's certainly a fast Xfinity Mobile, and hopefully we can keep it up front and keep the speed in it, because this place is certainly a lot of fun and one place I want to do really well at.
I know you told me you like to slip and slide around, especially here at Kansas. What are you looking forward, especially you've got some cup rubber that's still left over from qualifying and practice. How will that change things at the start?
Yeah, I mean, we practiced early this morning, so the track has changed a significant amount since then. So
It's going to be interesting to see how it
Oscar Mayer baloney.
Cup rubber. If we can pick that stuff up.
Not too many people in the stands, y'all. Not too many at all.
React to our car.
It's almost dead.
We'll have to wait and see.
Like nobody.
The wall comes in because between this place, Homestead, and Fontana, all these places that have been so much fun and are so fast, the wall is probably the best place to be, but it's all rubber dependent right now. We'll see.
Dead.
We will wait.
Dead. That's the question. Yep.
We're going to start in the third position, Steve.
Dead.
Running in the fifth spot is Justin Allgaier. We're just chatting with Sam Mayer, and he talked about this place being up against the wall.
Butter bean queen.
Like Homestead. You won Homestead earlier this year. What's the car? How does the car feel? And your mile-and-a-half savvy's been pretty good this year.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one shining light this year, it has been the mile-and-a-half stuff. And
My bro drove down there a few months ago and got a picture of the track from the freeway.
Really good. We felt like in practice there.
There is nobody there, y'all. The place is empty.
Learning as much as we can.
I can't believe how empty it is. That's crazy.
It's as fast as Xfinity Mobile on its own, right? But it doesn't have a lot of grip, and you're kind of always searching around. And
like, there's not even like a gathering in the middle. It's horrible. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Kind of came back down. Qualifying was around the bottom, so I think there's just a lot of unknowns, a lot of question marks.
44 likes. Let's go. Help us out. Hit those likes, y'all. We're over 100 folks here. There's no way we can't be 100 likes. Let's go. 100 likes. Let's go.
Ones that are home listening and go after it and see what we can do.
What will the heat do? What's your guess what the heat will do? We're not used to 85-degree weather here in Kansas.
I don't know that I ever remember an
empty seat says a lot.
So,
yeah.
And the wind's not blowing, which is
empty pipe and fake crowd noise, better echo effects. Yeah.
You expect
it is empty.
One of the unknowns, right? This place is slick, but it's big and wide, and you can race any lane on it. So, I think the hot temperatures are going to make the track slick. Finding a spot where your car works, that you're
it doesn't matter if there's butts in the seats. The advertisers still pay. That's why they keep on racing. It doesn't matter.
Of course, this is the fifth of 6 mile-and-a-half races this year in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Junior Motorsports / Hendrick Motorsports cars have won them all. William Byron, most recently at Charlotte. Kyle Larson won Texas. And the gentleman that you just heard from right there, Justin Allgaier, winning at Homestead Miami Speedway. And the first one of the year at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
And he mentioned it's a warm day, 85 degrees here, not a cloud in the sky. The wind is blowing here across the plains of the Midwest. It's blowing across the infield from turns 1 and 2 back over to turns 3 and 4. Now let's go trackside for pre-race ceremonies here at Kansas.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise as you're able. Remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the Nevada High School Junior ROTC Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome from Barker Memorial Church of God in Christ, Pastor Randall Manning.
Gracious Heavenly Father, we do thank you for this day. We thank you for this opportunity. We ask your blessings upon this racing event. Bless the drivers and the supporting crew members who will contribute their skills for a safe and victorious race. Lord, bless the families, friends, and all that are present. This we pray in Jesus' name, our Savior. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Kansas City, Missouri-based American blues and soul musician Danielle Nicole.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The Kansas Lottery 300 is next.
Alrighty. Thanks to that for that pre-race ceremonies. You guys got a lot of work to do. You got 50 likes to go before getting us to the green flag. Help us get there, y'all. Appreciate all that, all the prayers and the American flags during the pre-race ceremonies. Now it's time. It's time to pick your winners. And I'm going to go Austin Hill. Austin Hill for the win. Let me see you, Austin Hill. Let me see who you got. Austin Hill is my pick. Who's flipping today, CeeLo? We'll see, Jeremy. And Zillage to the winner's circle. We're going to start with Ron. He says Zillage to the winner's circle. All right, hammer down. David Farmer's got Jesse Love. Hammer's going Sam Mayer. Jeremy's going Al Geyer. John Collins going Austin Hill. So my right side to Ace has been postponed. Dang, please said. Lizard King's going the 88. Steve's going the 41 of Mayer. Keith's going the 41 of Mayer. This must be depressing for drivers to have no support. Yeah, there's nobody there, Gregor. It's crazy. As you guys can see on the battle cam, there's nobody there. Bronny's going to 39. I got faith in him in the 1.5 mile track. Butterbean Queen for Danny. Good to see it. Good song too. Bad. Nobody was there. Exactly, Martha. Gator for Joyce. Sam Mayer for Steve N. Little Gator for T-Van. What's up, T-Van? Ricky's going always a bridesmaid. Going Sheldon Creed. The 11 for Butterbean Queen. Butterbean Queen for... Hold on a second. Let me... Where is my... There we go. The commercial was on. Let's see. Butterbean Queen for Mad Steve. Butterfly's got Taylor Gray. Martha's got the 88. And you said a prayer for the Wasp Nest. Oh, got him. Let's see. You bought a sprint car. Nice, California Days. The 7 for for Lincoln Kim. Justin Algeier for Rain Falls. Justin Algeier for John. The 88 for Gregor. Let's see. I'll be running Southern Sprint Series in Texas. Nice, man. Congratulations. That should be fun to watch. Sam Mayer for Fleeced Ford Powered. Lots of Sam Mayer today. Anybody else with your picks? Anybody else with your picks as you're coming in here today? Anybody else with your picks? Then we'll do gentlemen start your engines, and then we'll do our dark horses. So start thinking about your dark horses. Right on. Let's see who you got. Who do you got for your picks? Let me see who you got. Anybody else for your picks? 137 of us here. We're trying to get to 100 likes. Thanks for the sub. We're 47 likes away from 100. That's your goal, to get us to 100 likes. No crowd. There is no crowd there. Another Saturday with great CeeLo. James says, good to see you during our thing today. That's right, James. So I appreciate you being here. We've been on since 9:30 this morning. 9:30 this morning Central Time we've been on. Yeah, there's nobody there. But should we see how many of your folks there tomorrow? Hopefully there'll be a lot of folks there tomorrow. So they're showing kind of the crowd of last year. There wasn't anybody there either. So maybe that's just not their thing. Billy Voles, Al Geyer for the win. Got you there. Anybody else? Anybody else with your predictions here on the chat? All right. Forever hold your peace.
Round of 12 for the Nascar Xfinity Series playoffs.
That's the voice of Mike Bagley. I'm Alex Hayden, championship-winning crew chief Todd Gordon with us to our left, and championship-winning driver Joey Logano is joining us here in the broadcast booth as well. Joey, you out on the racetrack today with NASCAR Cup Series practice and qualifying. Track conditions on an unseasonably hot day here in Kansas. What was it like out there?
It was hot and slick, and you've seen these cars in qualifying already. We're sliding around a lot. The Xfinity cars were the Cup.
More people here than at that track.
Which usually puts on a good race. So I'm excited to see some of this and get to call it with you guys.
Well, let's put this to bed right now. Challenging qualifying effort for the 22 car today. What happened out there?
Nothing good happened.
Nothing good.
Really bad things. We had a right rear tire go down. That wore off a lot of the diffuser strakes, which was a lot of downforce made by those. And when you ride around a flat tire, you wear those off. You don't have an option, though. If you get towed back, you're done.
They got caught in Dorothy's tornado.
So we gave it a shot. She was really, really, really loose. And so we'll get some new diffuser strakes. We're starting it back tomorrow, and off we go.
Sold out.
Look forward to today's
I don't think so. Let's go Sam Mayer, Fleet says.
is going to come in for these Xfinity Series teams and crew chiefs.
Yeah, this is one that, where you can be to, where the cautions fly and pieces like that are going to dictate it. You look at it, stages 45 and 90. I would think that the teams would run those out by the tire axle, the amount of tires that they have here. It just becomes a question if a caution comes where they kind of want to use up that extra set.
This is something we'll be following all race long, as right now we're getting ready to get the command to fire engines. A 200-lap event here at Kansas Speedway throws a lot in a driver's direction, a lot in a crew chief's direction. And it's Alex, it's always fun to watch which lane prevails, because
Kansas, yes, Kansas.
Switch track will be immediately available to everybody on the racetrack.
This is the second race of the opening round of playoffs, the round of 12 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. There are some drivers that need those valuable stage points. Things are relatively tight around the playoff cut line. Taylor Gray's the last one in right now with a 3-point advantage. Now, let's go trackside for the command of fire engines.
Kansas Speedway, let's give a big Chiefs Kingdom welcome to your Grand Marshal. He's a former outside linebacker from 2006 to 2018, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and one of the most dominant pass rushers in franchise history, Kansas City Chiefs legend Tom Bahali.
I just want to say, God bless America, and driver, start your engine!
He threw me off. Threw me off. Oh, he threw me off. I thought he was going another way.
Coming up.
What's up, Bill? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. All right, now it's time for our dark horses. And let me see who you got. John Collins, remind me who I got. I've forgotten. I've slept since then. Let me know who I got for my dark horse, John Collins. Anybody else? Let me see. We're going to start. It can't be Allgaier. It can't be Connor Zilisch. And it can't be Sam Mayer. Okay? Those three and we're out. So there we go. Here we go. It's going to be Harrison Burton for the Hammer. The Ryan Sieg for Keith. Let's see. The 54 for Sky Allen. The 8 for Richard Carr. Sammy Smith needs a win, and he needs it bad. Ricky's got the 54. Lizard King says the King votes Queen. Butterbean Queen for the dark horse. My goodness. That's what it was. Thank you so much. Billy Voles with a 17. Raj Caruth. That's his boy, Raj Caruth. John, thank you for the Dirty Nick Sanchez is my pick for the dark horse. Let's see here. Skyler's going Sheldon Creed. Fast Pasta for Steve. That's a good one. Sheldon Creed for Steve. The 17 for Bronny. For Raj Caruth. Sammy Smith for California Days. Mad Steve's got Jesse Love. Ryan Sieg for Jeremy. I can't say Allgaier right. You have to take that back and do another one. T-Van's got Butterbean Queen. Let's go. Justin Allgaier. Can't have Justin Allgaier as your dark horse, Ron. Try again. Try again. Sheldon Creed for Gregor and Harrison Burton for Lincoln Kim. I like that one there. Sammy Smith for Martha. I like that one. Dirty Nick Sanchez for Joyce, just like CeeLo and John. The dark horse, Fast Pasta for Ray. That's a better one. Dirty Nick Sanchez for Bill. Harrison Burton for Ron. And let's see. I Had a Dream. It's Sheldon Creed. There you go, Rat Farmer. Let's see. Caitlin's got Jesse Love as well. And you can't have Brandon Jones as a dark horse either. Brandon Jones is a plus 400. Thank you for that, Bronny. Brandon Jones. Nobody took Brandon Jones. So that's that. So only a couple people took him on the regular pick. So we'll see what happens. Can Brandon Jones shock everybody? We'll see. But what's up, everybody? Make sure who's your dark horse? Who's the dark horses? Let me get your dark horse. I got Dirty Nick Sanchez. We'll see what he does in that 48. Brandon Jones and a can of corn. There you go. Brandon Jones and a can of corn. Can't have Brandon Jones, please. Try again, please. All right. All right. So now let's do cautions. I think I'm going to go 6 cautions here tonight. 6 cautions on the race. I'm taking 6 cautions, and we're at 67 likes. We're 23 away. Get us there, y'all. 33 away. 33 away from our likes. Help us out with the likes. 144 of us here trying to get to 100 likes before the green flag. Steve, we're going to start with cautions, and we're going to start with Richard. He's got 5. Joyce has got 5. Steve's got 7. Lizard King's got 7. Fleece has got 7. Billy Voles has got 5. Anybody else? Mad Steve's got 5. Caitlin's got 8. 6 for Ricky. 6 for Keith. It missed me twice. Did I do it? Danny, what did I do? Say it again. I can't believe I missed you twice. No way. I didn't miss you twice. Try it again, Danny. We'll try it again. Martha's got 6, 8 for Bill, 7 for Steve, 5 for T-Van, 6 for Karen, 8 cautions with Ryan Priest or Anthony Alfredo type crash. Wow. Bush League cars are, let's see, 10 for Wayne, 6 for John, 7 for Gregor, 7 for Sky Allen, and no traction. Let's see, control. 9 for Ron, 2 stages, 5 for others. That's 7. Big wreck, stage 2. Hayden's got Swallow It, Rain Falls. I got him. Danny's Dark. Who is your dark horse, Danny? Let me see your dark horse, Danny. I got you. Missed me twice. Now I see you. The 7. Oh, you can't have Algar as your dark horse. That's just not fair. You can't have Algar as your dark horse. Try again. Try again. Kansas is a fun track. We'll see who can ride the closest to the wall without wrecking, who can ride the closest to the wall without hitting it, and who is going to go to the front. So let's see how it goes. You know your picks. You know your dark horses. You know your cautions. Let's go. Let's go. 8 for Butterfly. Good to see you, Butterfly.
Position high on top, turn 2, as he always is.
30 likes to go to 100. Help us out. Help us out. Come on.
Of the Kansas Speedway. 17 degrees of banking down on the white line at the bottom of the racetrack, separating the racing surface from the apron. That will increase up to a full 20 degrees as you climb the banking.
The Pocono, Kansas.
Side retaining wall. Very warm day. It'll be interesting to see what tire wear is. There has not been a lot of rubber put.
Amarola did security. You did security on his house. Nice.
For both the Nascar Xfinity.
Ricky's got the Sheldon Creed, Taylor Gray, and Danny Dimes.
Accumulation of rubber. It's the safer.
I see you, Danny. Call the preacher. 88. Fine. I'll let you have it. Connor Zillich, gotcha.
Of the safer barrier already here today. We'll see if that continues as he works on. We'll cover all the action from high above the play on billboard here in turn 2 at Kansas Speedway. Now to the other end of the property in Altamont, Illinois. Kurt Becker.
And thank you, Dave. We are positioned just outside.
Restarts will be 4 wide.
The north end of the racetrack.
It's crazy.
Access and the apron, the driver's left, the driver's right, all the way to the top of the banking where it's.
Who can find the best groove here and beat Zillich? That's the goal. You got to beat Zillich. 7 wins in the last 9 races.
Start of 3, completed off turn 4, and try to pick up positions throughout the course of the race here this afternoon. We'll have all the action covered from our spot atop the billboard right outside the middle of turns 3 and 4. Now back to Joey Logano, Todd Corky, Mike Bagley, and Alex Hayden.
Thank you, Kurt. As the field works their way down the pit lane, making sure their tachometers are set where they need to be for pit road speed. Let's go back down there for a final thought from pit road before the drop of the green flag, starting at the exit of pit road and Steve Post.
Well, conversation has been much about the points, the playoff, the cutoff line.
Can Zillich get his 10th win? He did not get it at Bristol.
Point standings +7 to the cutoff line, and he needs to have a good day here today. Coming off a strong second place run at Bristol, of course, a lot has been made of Sheldon's second place finishes.
I have Cup goes back to Rockingham in 27.
That is the most.
We'll see.
For an Xfinity Series driver without a win. Now, when we look at this racetrack, he's a former ARCA Series winner here at this racetrack.
And I'm going to be a little behind because I can hear tell MRN I need CeeLo on the go stickers for the sprint car. Oh my gosh. Does Raj Caruth have a good job here? Let's see what he can do. I can't turn the CW on now. My finicky Cody hacked fire stick. So CeeLo is my sole source. Please.
16 points below the cut with 2.
I'm right here for you, baby. I'm here for you. Please.
Finishes outside the top 10 in the last 4 races. To get back to a second straight championship for him may just be about winning. Now, the good news is Austin knows a thing or two about winning on mile-and-a-half tracks. He enters today 2 straight top 10s here at Kansas alone. It's a track.
Larson's sitting in on Caruth's boot.
And feels like they can gain a lot of points today to avoid the perils of next week at the Roval. I said, what would make you comfortable if you couldn't go to victory lane? He said, I want to be at the cut line if I can't go to victory lane today. I feel really good about my road course package. So things hopefully shaping up well for Austin Hill. Again, at a deficit coming into Kansas this weekend.
Right now, the field is getting the 1 to go signal. Next
1 to go.
The green flag will fly and we'll be off and running at the Kansas Lottery.
Almost there. 25 likes. Can you get us to 100? Can you get us there? Help us out.
What's the mental gymnastics you're doing right now before you come back and receive that?
Yeah, sure, man.
Set it wide. Oh,
Sure.
wide, fast.
Have at it.
Lots of opportunities. You're going to see these cars.
I don't have time for any of that. I wish I did.
Stand out, right? You got to stay in line to get the start finish line. After that,
I wish I did.
at least 3 wide down into turn 1. And when you get off of turn 2, the runs are going to be big. There might be some big checkups off of 2 where cars have to lift, and the runs are going to get bigger as they funnel down into turn 3. Just so much opportunity to gain 3-4 spots right now, right off the bat. Even
Pay you $500.
You got to get them while you can.
So will you see guys from deeper rows 4, 5, 6 actually pin themselves to the wall to try to make that 3 wide or 4 wide move up top?
I think so. I think if you're in the 3rd row, I think you need to be looking to get
Or else.
looking to get air on your car.
Not the mini Bose Life approved sound system either. Like speakers as tall as a person. Nice placed.
Field works their way into turn number 3.
5,000 to wreck. I'll do it.
GR Super Pace car out. It will make its way to pit road in just a moment. The field begins to tighten up in rows of 2 under the bright sunshine in America's heartland. As the pace car makes its way to pit road to call the start of today's Kansas Lottery 300 from Milford, Delaware. Here's Mike Bagley.
86 degrees here.
Let's go.
We are set to go for what is going to be a dandy.
There's more proof members there than Fire fans. Exactly.
Paint cars on the pit lane. Here comes the field down to the restart zone of the start finish line. Green flag is up, and we are all in running here at Kansas Speedway.
Brandon Jones.
Taylor Gray, side by side. They're looking 2 and 3 wide and getting crossed up already.
3 wide back around the 5th position. They'll sort that out very quickly. Brandon Jones by half a car length is your leader.
The Kansas Lottery 300.
Now tries to split the difference. Jones
38, dark horse, and 8. Got you, Tim.
Coming to turn number 3 for the first time this afternoon.
What's on the bottom?
Brandon Jones going to lead this lap.
Top side.
Well, here comes Taylor Gray.
Taylor Gray pulls even with Brandon Jones. Side by side across the line. Lap number 1 as they head back to the corner.
Sam Mayer right in hot
The
pursuit,
54.
Which lane's going to go? And for the moment, the high lane is the place.
New leader, Taylor Gray. 9 yellows. Got you, Ray.
Jones back to 2nd now. Then Sam Mayer in 3rd. Here is Justin Allgaier. He is 4th now, racing up to the inside of Brendan Queen off the end of the backstretch.
Bean will acquiesce, give him the 4th position, and they are stacked up from 6th on back. Looking
Brandon Jones and corn on the cob.
You've got Connor Zillich goes to the bottom of the racetrack.
On lap 3, we honored Dale Sr. on this channel. Every lap 3, we honor Dale Sr. At this time, I ask you to put 3s in the chat. 3s for you. Raise hell, praise Dale. Right here on the Go at CeeLo, lap 3. Yes, sir. Raise hell, praise Dale. Let me see those 3s.
From that ongoing scrum from 6th on back. As things tighten up for the 2nd spot now, race leader Taylor Gray gets away by 5 car lengths, leaves Sam Mayer trying to hang on to the runner-up position.
Brandon Jones tries in 3rd, but he's got more company at the back door. Jones running through racetrack. Here's Allgaier having already disposed of Brendan Queen to take over the 4th spot. He squares up right behind Brandon Jones.
On lap 3, we always honor Dale Sr. right here on our channel. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you. Hit the like. We didn't make our goal, but keep on hitting it. Let's go.
Under Brandon Jones, but Jones using the outside.
We raise hell, praise Dale right here.
He'll reclaim that 2nd spot.
This defense is a good offense for Brandon Jones. He holds off the advantage of Justin by driving around the side of Sam Mayer. Allgaier will do the same. And that means Mayer will now find himself back in the 4th position. They all line up this time momentarily and go nose to tail. But again, here's Justin Allgaier.
Did you put that on your YouTube channel?
Accordion, it'll flex out and then snap right back together. Joey, how much does the draft come into play here at Kansas?
Well, the draft's a little bit there, but what I see a lot is...
Did you put that on your YouTube channel, California Days?
We saw the bottom be pretty fast here to fire off. Now we're, 6 or 7 laps into the race? And you start
6 laps complete of 45.
Starting to move forward. We saw Brandon Jones doing that.
As it stretch it out.
It was fast on the bottom passing cars for the first couple. Now he's falling back because he didn't move up in time.
As the leaders work their way to turn 3.
In a similar gray, string 3, Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier.
They go through the field here.
Field begins to migrate topside.
Sammy Smith up 5 spots.
After what Joey's analysis.
Christian Eckes up 5 spots.
At the bottom of the track until you
Kyle Sieg up 6.
Especially when it's 85 degrees outside sunshine. The racetrack this racetrack.
Wow, look at Danny Dimes, Ricky. 12 spots for Danny Dimes.
You start to get up there at the wall where you can get a little bit of that air working for you, making some grip. Good battle for 6th, led by Connor Zilic off the end of the backstretch.
He's got William Sawalli's right behind him. Sawalli's working in the middle lanes of turns 3 and 4. And then Jesse Love is behind Sawalli.
Drivers working towards the outside of the track, the upper third, if you will, of the racing surface. They stay nose to tail for the moment, back to turn 1.
Connor Zilic bypassed William Sawalli a lap or 2 ago to take over the number 6.
What is it, Kelly? Go ahead and do it.
Around, then we saw turn 2. Battle for 6 continues. Jesse Love would like to catch.
I'll check it out, California Days.
Here's Love now. He's just a couple of feet off the bumper of the William Sawalli stall.
Stopping further back to pick up the battle for the 10th position. That's where Rajah Caruth has opened up the inside lane coming out of turn number 4. He and Sheldon Creed are racing right there. Creed flying the Ollie's Bargain Outlet colors, wheeling and dealing with Rajah for that spot in 1.
Racing as they enter turn number 1. It's the ringside to the very bottom of the racetrack. Sometimes to Sheldon Creed. Gives the advantage to Rajah Caruth. And Ryan Sieg is behind the car of Sheldon Creed. Side by side, in more position. Austin Hill to the inside. Dean Thompson to the outside. Again, this is going on right outside the top 10.
Challenge and change further up for the number 2 position. Justin Allgaier was able to get to the inside of Brandon Jones. Now Jones will recoil.
He's not at all done with that battle. Right up on the back bumper of the Justin Allgaier machine. A little further back here, thanks Connor Jones. He bucks it to the inside. He'll take 5th.
7, Winner, Jones, Dark Horse. All right.
Challenge and change for 7th. That's where Jesse Love makes the move. He will get around Sawalli.
So let's come out of turn number 4 and put about 10 on the board. Let's update you now at the front of the leaderboard. Taylor Gray.
10
of the laps completed.
in the lead here.
Justin Allgaier has gotten up to
They'll
2nd.
figure it out.
Jones is 3rd. Sam Mayer's 4th. Connor Zilic now has just cracked his way into the top 5. Butterbean Queen is 6th with Jesse Love.
Let's go Air Force.
Sawalli in 8th. Sammy Smith 9th. And Rajah Caruth round out the top 10.
All right. Appreciate you hanging out with us. My name is CeeLo. On the Go with CeeLo's our YouTube channel. We do NASCAR here on Saturdays. Of course, this kind of shows that the stands of the crowd is empty. Not as much of a popular race, possibly. It's such spread out. Who can last the longest? But it's kind of like a Michigan kind of race where there's so many grooves. You can go here, go there. You just got to find that right groove to help you go to the front. So make sure you check out our race weekend and NASCAR paint scheme preview. I have that in the chat right there. Make 3 weeks ago video. All right, I'll check it out. But yeah, so make sure you check out our paint scheme and race weekend preview that we do every Friday to get you ready for the weekends. I give you my bets. I give you the early betting odds. I give you the playoff standings. I give you my picks to get you ready for here. Tommy, good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for being here, Tommy. And welcome into the channel. And Taylor Gray, Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer, Connor Zilic is your top 5. Taylor Gray, Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer, and Connor Zilic is your top 5 here on the channel. And the Kansas Lottery 300 testing. 1, 2, 3. Tommy says testing 1, 2, 3. And you know what? Let's crank it up. How about that? We crank it up. Crank it up. $88 likes, 12 away from 100. Help us out. Crank it up. Love the sound of a V8 at 9,000 RPM.
That challenge and change came in front of Kurt Becker.
New leader, Little Gator, and let's see it.
Drivers right, Justin Allgaier to drivers left. Allgaier drove it deep into the corner.
Do I not have a 7?
Of the banking. Allgaier.
I have a 7. Oh my gosh.
His car swing out wide on
7. Allgaier, let me see those Gators.
6th is side by side. Headed right back to you, Kurt.
Here comes Jesse Love. He's been on the move. He's down to the inside of Brendan Queen. Queen goes to the top of the bank.
Go ahead and that subscribe. Try to get to 35,550. Help us out, y'all.
Place racing for that position right there. And all no day that Jesse Love has gotten around, and Butterbean's not letting him get away.
No, the team's got it. Like that car's decidedly loose. It makes the extreme tough to real adventures. You're left. So Jesse Love has the 5th spot. Brendan Queen is at the 6th position. Then Sammy Smith is back in the 7th spot. William Sawalich is 8th, and Rajah Caruth is 9th.
This is the 2nd career NASCAR Xfinity Series start for Brendan Butterbean Queen, who won here last night in the Arkham and Art Series. He ran at Bristol Motor Speedway just a couple of weeks
Eric
ago.
Wheelman, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it, Wheelman.
Coming to a 1.5-mile track in an Xfinity car.
It bounces around quite track and stands, like good listening room for your stereo.
I think that's surprising.
Wow.
I understand, experience takes some time.
I'd probably be more interested in Xfinity races if more Cup regulars would race some more. Well, they can't race now during the playoffs. They can't race during the playoffs, Nate.
And all those things, you will not learn those until you run a race here. And so when he's done with this race, he's going to have to...
One of the things that bugs me about the CW coverage of the race is that they don't focus on the leader.
And I'd say for his first shot, he's...
The battle cam you're talking about?
Back a little
The battle cam, yeah, they don't do it much.
Decent track position. Speaking of drinking from a fire hose, a situation like this, you're taking no...
Allgaier, the new leader.
How about learning the drivers...
Almost a second and a half lead on Taylor Gray.
I don't even know. Right at that point, and nobody knows how he's racing either. And I guarantee you, as a rookie, when you come into any NASCAR level, there's no respect for you. You're on your own, buddy. You're gonna have to earn it from everybody. It's not something that's just given. You have to go out there and earn it. So that's what he's doing, right? You do that. The best way to do that is run well, right? You see,
Kansas would be a perfect test track for superchargers on these cars.
Village being able to jump into the series and the second half of the season.
7 more likes to 200. Help us. 100. I wish 200. 7 more likes to 100. Help us out.
Rookie coming through the racetrack, sometimes the second time starting to understand the car better, and you start to see those results.
That is tied 15 consecutive top 5 finishes with Sam Ard all time in the Xfinity Series. Connor Zilic could set the record today with another top 5.
Here's the thing on the bench. I don't want to first breath.
All right. Let's crank it up again, y'all. Allgaier, and then a 2-second lead for Allgaier over Taylor Gray. And then Brandon Jones is right there on Taylor Gray. I think Kansas does IMSA and GTP type racing as well. Right now, Sheldon Creed, Clawful are the last 2 in. Harrison Burton, Sanchez, Hill, and Smith are the last ones out. Sammy Smith needs to do something. He's in 8th place. 23 laps of 45 complete, no cautions yet, only 2 lead changes. Brandon Jones gets around Taylor Gray now. Brandon Jones in 2nd, 2 seconds behind. I have not, Danny.
Kansas Lottery 300. Kansas Speedway is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Where's the Butterbean? Let's see. He's in 7th. Really hasn't dropped much. He dropped 3 spots. Sammy Smith is up 6. Austin Hill is up 8. Christian Eck is up 4. Now Danny Dimes is up 14 spots, up to 24th spot. Way to go, Danny Dimes. You see him? Okay. Yelling is a constant where the aerodynamics of those 3,000-pound downforce cars develop at speed. Connor Zilic started 7th. He's in 5th place. Laps complete. Hey, CeeLo, love that engine sound feed you got going. More of that. It's called Crank It Up. But that's what we're used to hearing, right? North Carolina in the house. Chad, what's up, man?
Laps in 3 of those 4.
Well, something I've noticed, something pretty fun to watch with these Xfinity cars.
26 laps of 45 complete.
And as their tires are wearing out, they have even less grip. And what you're seeing right now is the lines are migrating a lot. And they're entering high at the 1/3 part of the corner as you get in there. And then they're pulling it all the way down.
You watched ECU Pirates pound Army last night?
And 3 and 4. Straightening that exit out. What that allows you to do is get to the throttle a little bit harder, a little bit sooner. Because running that radius is working that right rear tire too much if you stay up near the wall. So straightening out the exit, getting the throttle down right now is
Kansas. We are at Kansas, Robbie.
19 laps to go in this opening stage. Let's get an update from pit road. First to Steve Post.
Connor Zilic qualified in the 7th spot, and a couple of us joked earlier that just means the first 25 laps of the race he's not going to lead. Well, he's not going to lead the first 25 laps of the race, and he's got somewhat of a no-handling race car. Initially, he reported it's tight. Then he said it was laterally loose. And then he said the balance, he just kind of all over.
Allgaier way out front.
And of course, the veteran crew chief keeping a keen eye on things, and they'll make an adjustment to it. But right now, sits in the 5th spot. Sheldon Creed, he is reporting that his car is just super, super loose all the way around the racetrack. He could not get back in the gas coming up off in the corner. So they are looking to make an adjustment there on the Sheldon Creed car as well.
What's up, Neat Keys for the Netherlands? Wow. What's going on? Appreciate you being here.
14. And this is a driver in desperately need of a turnaround. He has.
All right, sounds good, please.
The top 20. They've had some mechanical failures. The goal today was just to get a solid executed day on all fronts, from driver, from crew, as well over the course of the afternoon. He said the right rear started to chatter a little bit, but he loves the handling the car on corner entry. Feels like that's where he's able to get a lot of ground. So already
15 laps to go in stage 1.
Still talked about it pre-race how they may need a really
15 laps to go in stage 1.
17th, all the way inside the top 10 to running 9th. He feels like the car's turning.
What's up, Joshua? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for being here. Make sure you guys are hitting the like. We're trying to get to 200 likes now. We're at 104. Hit the subscribe as well. We're 9 away from 35,550.
To stay on the lead lap is getting rather physical. Back there around position.
How many cars are down the lead lap?
That's what Ryan Ellis is, Brendan Poole, Austin.
And Josh Williams is the next one down.
Things have gotten close quarters racing.
Austin Green. Now Jeremy Commence.
Times between these cars and just trying to slide up and put
Jeff Burton.
Cars already there, really breaking the momentum. Actually racing this hard is actually putting more of them in jeopardy. They're not making lap time by using each other up like this.
Justin Allgaier puts a lap on Josh Williams. Dave, he's got more customers to deal with.
Christopher, thanks for being here, buddy. Christopher, appreciate you being here. Go for Stafford. Bad Steve. Wrong sport.
C4 position. About 10 car lengths or so. And the race leader off
Allgaier is in the thick of all this traffic right now. He'll go all the way to the bottom of the racetrack as Allgaier swing down to the inside, the driver's left of the Austin Hill car, who got into the outside safer barrier in turn 1 last time by.
That was not at all what Austin Hill had in mind. Going to try and flip his way now. Hail in for this stage as Justin Allgaier.
You have a vision you beat King Petty?
Turn number 2 and hits up the back straightaway. One more time here in the opening stage. Here he comes now, back into the corner. Justin Allgaier just continues.
Keep hitting that like button for us.
Picking him up and putting him down. Right now he's got lap traffic double wide in front of him, but he's got a comfortable lead. He's got a 2.5-second advantage, but he's got to pick which lane he's going to use. He's going to stack them 3 wide. Allgaier around the outside of 2 lap cars in 1. He decides not to use either one of those lanes. Green on the bottom, one in the middle. Allgaier finished up drive around both
Allgaier.
He sets his sights on
Almost a 3-second lead for Allgaier.
Here comes Massey back into the corner, just fighting to try
At the start, but that's it.
Allgaier closing now.
With a good handling race car and continuing to extend his lead over second place Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier's lead, nearly 3 full seconds. Joey Logano, what is it about drivers when you get a feel for a
you go on the CW app, Riff. You can watch the CW app for free.
Comfort zone does that give you?
At least watch something.
There's no doubt about that. And you
The
look
CW app.
He's running. He's able to make good time in traffic.
Right here.
You know, he
click on this on the CW app. You can watch the battle cam for free.
Picking them up and putting them
Okay.
And
all right.
Brandon Jones hasn't been able to do that as quickly, and it's just built the.
Well, they got the battle cam too.
So it's one thing.
They got battle cam too. It's like watching the race.
Allgaier has a car that's fast in all the lanes.
And now that's what we're watching on the racetrack. Justin Allgaier being very choosy. But Dave, the thing
Allgaier
about
just
Allgaier, the car is responding with every single lane that he chooses.
Slicing and dicing wherever there's open lane.
slicing and dicing Allgaier. Taking Brennan Poole down a lap now.
The Poole car squares up behind him just for a moment on the backstretch, then drops it down low and it's on by.
Does he continues to thread his way through.
Allgaier putting cars a lap down left and right. We got 9 laps to go.
To the race. Allgaier's lead over Brandon Jones. Then Sam Mayer top 3. Back to Dave Mooney.
Thank you, Lisa.
Able to make great pace here.
Keep hitting that subscribe, y'all.
Not abusing
Right up
those
there.
right side tires. That car, as we mentioned, will go. He wants us to go.
Yeah, check it out. You'll love it.
Car as well as Brennan Poole. Here comes the leader now off the end of the backstretch. Justin Allgaier.
You listen to us and watch the battle cam, you'll be good.
Side of the banking to turn 4. And he's got some room to work as he races his way off the corner. Let's check in with Steve Post.
Jesse Long reporting a couple of different things. The car is just loose in, tight in the center and loose off the corner. And he also reported that there's a vibration in the right rear. And Chris Wilder was talking.
Listening here is listening to the races back in the 80s where I was in NorCal, like listening to baseball. I can totally dig a good race without a screen.
Here where we just
yeah, it has battle cam too.
And they told him just continue to drive the car and continue to work on it. Todd Thornton, I want to ask you, you're the crew chief, maybe even Joey Logano.
Where's Sheldon Creed?
Vibration.
Creed is
common here at a place like
he's in 11th place, 15.35 seconds back. And Danny Dimes is a coming, y'all.
As it works its way through.
Danny Dimes now up
settling because it takes grip away from the race car and it makes you wonder.
16 spots now. 16 spots up to 22nd.
Leading to this, you don't think it's going to be a loose wheel at that point. But
yeah, you're right, Raf.
Right, Joe?
It's the best, man. Check it out.
You in practice earlier today. It did feel like that. There was a vibration and it came apart. And I can tell you right now, as a race car driver, and you start feeling that, and you're ripping around this place. It's a big distraction, even if it.
I typically just listen to the races while doing stuff in the yard and watch the extended highlights reel when NASCAR puts it out. Hurts. Thanks for watching, man. Appreciate you. CeeLo, the voice of NASCAR.
Give yourself a chance to save it, but you want to get up next to the wall so
Matt
it does
Steve,
go down.
you're the best.
Kind of smush it against the fence.
You're the best, Matt Steve.
Hit the wall and ruin your day. So yeah, you.
Yeah, Allgaier looks like he's pretty good. Almost 4-second lead now. 5 laps to go.
Position. He is 11.3 seconds behind Justin Allgaier, who leads now with 6 laps to go in the stage. Here's Justin off turn number 4. Had some open real estate to work with, Dave, but he's picking them up, he's putting them down, and he's putting a lot of drivers.
Picking them up and putting them down, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the kitchen, see my boy stretched it out. Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Yep, he did.
Allgaier with a
yep, that's right, Riff. It's better than nothing.
Jones running back in the second position. He is still trying to find a way just to catch up with Mason Massey, Brennan Poole, Leland Honeyman, just to try to get around those lap cars.
Those lap cars stay right in front of, or the cars at least on the tail end of the lead lap, right in front of Justin Allgaier. Behind him, though, they're nearly 3 wide, trying to race for what could be the free pass on the next caution flag, and that got very physical again. Brennan Poole slid up the track. All this right in front of second place Brandon Jones.
Indeed, Brandon Jones not liking what he's seeing right now. He's going to dive to the bottom of the racetrack and try and the whole match in his rear view mirror. Speedways makes a great save.
Wow.
Disaster.
And here comes Brandon Jones now, carefully moving by to the outside. right alongside.
Honeyman almost lost it there.
Honeyman now working down to the bottom side. Dave, what a save for Leland Honeyman. The back end of the car, she was kicked out about 30 degrees to the starboard. She had that thing pointed to the.
And the 45 was lucky that he didn't wreck.
Somehow did not overcorrect.
And Brandon Jones is lucky too because he almost spun in front of the leader.
Brandon Jones.
The fans over there on the observation deck at the Hollywood Casino in Turn 2 got a good view of that one.
The observation deck at the Hollywood Casino.
That race car, as we're getting closer and closer to the green and white checkered flag, and valuable stage points on the line. There'll be 3 to go in the stage this time by. Here's Allgaier, all by himself on the racetrack. Flies by the start-finish line, heads back to turn 1.
All things considered, he should probably not have to deal with another race car before the stage is over. He's got a mammoth lead over Brandon Jones, who's being second, and no more lap traffic to deal with. Here comes Justin Allgaier now onto the back stretch. Wide open racetrack straight ahead as he comes off into the back straightaway. Justin Allgaier just glides through turn.
Butterbean Queen getting on David.
Tell to the human
Jesse Love. I almost called Jesse Love David Farmer.
Justin Allgaier just nursing that race car around the racetrack right now. 2 laps to go in the opening stage.
Gambling and drinks on race day. Why not?
As he takes him back to the corner.
I know. I know.
Let's get out and walk to the green and white checkered flag. I don't anticipate that he'll do that, but the center part of the back straight.
Thank you.
Right now for Justin Allgaier.
Samwelb12 Thank you so much. Thank you so much for subbing. 6 away from our goal of 35,550.
By himself, keeps the car out of harm's way in the middle of the racetrack. Smooth exit off turn 4. We begin the final mile and a half of stage number 1. Justin Allgaier and the Brandt Chevrolet heads back to Dave.
Allgaier trying to win stage 1 here.
Number 1, no company anywhere around front or rear. A dominant opening stage right now. The little gator takes to the backstretch for the final in stage 1. The car just flowed out right out next to the outside safer barrier.
Gonna pop up thunderstorm.
Breaking down toward the middle lanes of turns 3 and 4. Works his way up toward the top side. Now angles back toward the middle off the corner. And applies pressure to the throttle now as he clears turn number 4 at the start finish line.
Congratulations, Allgaier.
Is waving Justin Allgaier.
See those Gators.
Stage 1 of the Kansas Lottery 300. Now we're going to have to take a minute and let everybody else catch up. Brandon Jones, who's running in second right now, comes across the line. He now will take the green and white checkered flag as well. Sam Mayer's across. He'll finish third. Connor Zilic finishes fourth. Taylor Gray rounding out the top 5. 6.
All right, that's bothering me. I got to put the Allgaier. One more question. Where can I listen to the broadcast? You can listen to it on on NASCAR.
Those top 10 stages.
You can listen to it on the NASCAR website. The NASCAR website you can listen to it on. All right, let's see here. Emojis. Get rid of the 3. And I'll put the 7 in here. In just a second, I'll have the 7 in here. So you guys have that. All right. All you'll have to do is refresh your stream. You can listen to that. And it's now that's going to be a little behind the battle cam, but hey, you can pause it or whatever. And that'll be work for it. So hope you guys make sure. I always try to keep you guys informed on what you can watch the race on. I don't want to be able to held anybody captive. But the CW app has the battle cams and also Danny Dimes and Ryan Ellis. It should be fun to watch Danny Dimes come through the field. He's been coming through here. Are you still thinking Hill? I don't know. He's in 8th. He's up 9 spots. So, you know, he's up 9 spots. So I'm still thinking Hill. I think so. I'm going to stay. Yeah, I'll stay. So Allgaier, Jones, Sam Mayer, Connor Zilic, Taylor Gray, Butterbean Queen up in 6th. Jesse Love 7th. 8th is Austin Hill. 9th is Sammy Smith. And 10th is Dean Thompson. You've been watching Dye. He's been coming up. He has been coming through the field. He has been coming through the field. All right. Yeah, he's been coming through.
Kansas Speedway. This is the motor race.
All right. Appreciate all the love here tonight. Thank you so much, y'all. We're at 109 likes. Keep on hitting that like for us. It's on my TV, but listening more than here. Patiently. Yes. Police says I'd take a new model car out there on the Kansas track. It's a good track, good surface. Yeah, it looks like a nice little track. I might have to maybe visit there one day. I've never been to the Kansas track, Kansas Speedway. Ricky says, I was born in Minnesota but been in North Carolina since 7, age 7. I remember ice fishing and playing in lots of snow. I'm a lifetime Vikings fan. Skull. Ricky, good deal. He just needs a good finish. Uh, my man Valhalla Sports, he does Viking stuff, but he's kind of down right now with his computer, so maybe he'll get it back. Lisa said, "Did you see the little Gator kids design his helmet? The video is on YouTube." I did not see that, but that's cute. That is cute. So, this pit road is not open yet. Not open yet, as none of the cars have taken the pit road yet, but should see pit stops here very shortly, as we're in stage 2 now.
Flag number 1 is flying over the Kansas Lottery 300. Pit crew members getting angled up on the wall. Pit road's not open yet. Going to be another lap or so before we open up the pit lane. But what an opening stage, Alex, from Justin Allgaier and Junior Motorsports, picking up on their mile-and-a-half ways that they left at Charlotte 4 months ago.
12th stage win of the season for Justin Allgaier that leads the Xfinity Series here this season. He's won at least one stage in 5 of the last 6 races. But you're right about it. In leading laps in a mile-and-a-half racetrack, Justin Allgaier feeling awful confident about his race car right now. But it's an impending pit stop to come here. See if the pit.
Kansas City, beware. The track is cool. Corn, corn, and more corn. Yeah.
We have a moment. We've been talking a lot.
I've been to Kansas City.
Going for his 10th win today.
I've eaten some good barbecue in Kansas City.
Queens getting ready to win the ARCA Menard Series championship next weekend at Toledo. These are 2 young and up-and-coming race car drivers. What are your thoughts? What's your analysis on watching those drivers race?
Oh, I think they're both doing great. I think Connor Zillage is kind of in a league of his own. When you look at the speed that he's been bringing to the racetrack, obviously the wins, the top 5s, the consistency. We saw early in the year he made a few.
Sucks they don't download to YouTube in a few days. I'm done trying to follow NASCAR, even though I love it.
Cost to win.
Well, that's why you're right here with us, Bones.
Own that in a little bit. And the next step.
You don't need those videos after a couple days. You already know who won.
Curve there, but he's definitely figured it out super fast.
I live close to Kansas City and never got there.
Really big stress for him.
How impressive is it that he?
I'm out, Bones.
His road
See you, brother.
Racing is phenomenal.
Thanks for being here.
He had to learn the oval racing, but Connor Zillage, who did come out of kind of sports car racing, so good at the road courses, but then comes and does it on the ovals as well in the series.
Yeah, he's got both. He's got both, right? And he's the only one that really can keep up with Shane. and even in the Cup races, he's the only one who can.
All right, here we go. Pit stops.
Pit lane is
pit stops.
The lead lap cars as they make their way onto pit road. We start our coverage with the 2nd place car, Brandon Jones with Chris Wilner.
He already comes to the attention of his Jones.
That'd be cool to be back to that one.
Jones, who finished 2nd in the stage, said, "I'm using a lot more brake than I want to get the car to
4 tires and fuel for Brandon Jones.
They're aboard his Toyota.
Taylor Gray's pit crew is slow as molasses.
Also on pit road.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot get the car to get pointed off the corner. They'll make a track bar adjustment by the call.
Taylor Gray's slow.
Carson Quaffle is in free all the way around. They're going to make a chassis adjustment for Tire Sunoco Racing Fuel.
And next week,
Sam Mayer, free as well. Going to make a chassis adjustment.
Brandon Jones, Allgaier.
Minor air pressure adjustment on it just to tighten it up. They were worried about.
Yeah, horrible stop for Gray. They were like in slow motion.
For the stickers that they're putting on the car. Other than that, no adjustments. These pit stops, lap 41, the end of stage number 1.
And a team that got the job done on pit road was Brandon Jones and his team. They come off the pit lane at the top of the leaderboard. Justin Allgaier off pit road in the 2nd spot.
All right, got that. And we're ready for some more fun. Did someone pass away? What happened here? What's going on here? Who passed away here? Don't care if I sleep in my Suburban. That's right. We thought about doing that in Talladega. Sleeping in the car. Ray's crew looks like a Bowman's Cup crew. Yeah, it was so slow. Oh, wow. Guy passed away. That sucks. But yeah, they rest in peace to Wayne Nelson, instrumental part of NASCAR broadcast. Wayne Nelson, 2025. Man, that sucks. Prayers for his family, y'all. Oh boy. All right, stage two. Stage two. And Brandon Jones is the leader. His crew gets out first. And he knows all about being outside for Brandon Jones here at Kansas. He's the only driver in the field that can that has won here. Only driver in the field that has won here at this track. So we'll see how it goes. Rice and nuts, almonds, walnuts, cashews, peaches. Man, I want to start eating more of these chips. What's up, Thomas? Hey, CeeLo, go giveaway this week? Nope, no giveaway this weekend. We actually gave away a Major League Baseball cap last night on our Brave stream, which was ugh. But yep, our good friend Arnold, he won. So he won the hat. He'll be getting that free Major League Baseball cap. So when we hit 36,000, which is not too far away, when we hit 36,000, we'll definitely get back to it. And we already have a giveaway for that. I already have 3 prizes for the giveaway for 36,000. I bought that stuff at Bristol, at the Bristol Motor Speedway. I bought a hat. I bought a pin that says the Bass Pro Shops Night Race on it, and I also bought a 1/64th Bass Pro Shops Night Race car. So I've got those 3 things, three prizes to give away when we hit 36,000 subscribers. So that's our 36 subscriber giveaway. Anyone know why there are 12 decals on the bottom of the A pillars? I'm not number 12 pillars on the bottom of the A pillars. I don't know what that means, Ty. Yep, getting odds, so doing stuff on the cheap.
About that, how it came down.
Well, Alex, we were one of the original sponsors here at the racetrack, and we've been one of the longest sponsors here. And we're real proud to be part of the team that brings such a world-class racing experience to here in Kansas.
But you're also giving back to all the lottery players out there to play Kansas Lottery. What kind of things are you doing for the fans?
You know, a lot of great things we've been doing for the fans. We ran a promotion.
I will. When we do. When we get there, I'll definitely make an announcement.
We had a great experience. We were real lucky on the other night. Ross Chastain stopped by, talked to all the winners. They're over here in the suite enjoying the race today. And then moving on through the weekend, they'll take in all the festivities tomorrow as well.
Well, we're going to crown a champion, Joey Logano, our reigning series champion for the NASCAR Cup Series. But when we get to Phoenix coming up, and I understand Kansas Lottery has a representative as a fan.
I don't got a I don't have an SVG hat, no.
Hey, this has been real exciting for us here at the Kansas Lottery that we've had one of our players that got selected to be part of the $1 million promotion for the Powerball Finals at Phoenix. His name is Francisco Arribas. He's with us today. He was our official starter for the race. And yeah, we're just hoping that he makes the next cut so we can have somebody from Kansas, in the mix for that final prize.
And it's not just the fans and players of the Kansas Lottery that win. It's the state of Kansas as well.
You sent everyone here. I appreciate you, Lisa. We have a good time here, don't we all?
Economic opportunities here.
Interactive chat with everybody.
We gave over 1.2 million to veterans.
An interactive chat, man.
It would have been my late father's 74th birthday this weekend. He was a United States Marine.
Oh, happy.
I want an SVG hat with a New Zealand logo included. I bet SVG is a rugby fan too.
And Kansas Speedway. And let's look
Bet you get one, CeeLo. You never know.
Hey, thanks a lot, Alex. We appreciate being here. Let's go racing today.
Absolutely. Steve Ortiz, Director of Marketing with the Kansas Lottery, joining us here with the NASCAR Xfinity Series and the Kansas Lottery 300. We have partners all across the tour, but Kansas Lottery being a longtime partner, we couldn't do it without them.
Absolutely. Partners are so important. But what I took out of all that is Francisco has a chance to win more money than the guy that wins a championship driving the car. Which is great. Good for him.
That's Steve Ortiz, Director of Marketing.
So, Graham, good to see you.
Lottery as we get the one to go.
Best place to be. That's right.
Back under the green flag in another lap as the laps continue to count. 37 to go now here in stage number 2 of the Kansas Lottery 300. Brandon Jones is the new race leader after his pit crew got the job done on pit lane. Justin Allgaier is second. Sam Mayer is third. Connor Zillage.
One more time around. What's up, C. Brown, man? Good to see you, bro.
Started 6th.
Appreciate you being here, C. Brown.
7th, Sammy Smith in 8th. Dean Thompson 9th. Taylor Gray in 10th.
How you been, dude?
We'll restart in the 11th position with Justin Bonsignor in 12th.
Bonsignor.
You got Brendan Butterbean Queen in 13th. Christian Eckes 14th. Jesse Love in 15th. With Carson Quapple in 16th. Daniel Dye in 17th. Ryan Sieg 18th. Nick Sanchez in 19th, and Harrison Burton will restart in 20th.
Let's follow up with Taylor Gray pit stop. That was
A
rather
horrible
slow.
pit stop.
He comes out on pit road in the 10th spot, as Mike just pointed out. Chris, what happened down there?
Alex, he lost 5 spots. The right front tire change was slow. The pit gun malfunctioned, and it
okay.
got worse. But heads up by that Joe Gibbs Racing crew, had the backup air gun ready to go. They only lost 5 spots, so catastrophe avoided. Although they did lose some spots on pit road under that last.
Okay, that makes it. I'll take back what I said. It wasn't their fault. Air gun got jammed. They had to get another air gun.
Now Taylor will restart on the inside of row 5, and he will have a lot of work to do after leading 13 laps earlier. Justin Allgaier has led the most as he comes to the line.
There you go, stage 2. Let's go.
Second, he has led 36 laps today. So Allgaier, Gray, and Brandon Jones, your 3 race leaders of the Kansas Lottery 300. Pace car has the field in tow through turns 3 and 4. Matter of fact, the pace car comes to turn 4 right now, makes the left-hand turn on the pit road. The green flag is set to fly. That'll leave us 36 to go.
Here we go, green flag. Biggity, biggity, biggity. Let's go racing, boys.
Let's go.
He's trying to get away from Justin Allgaier. Little Gator has other things in mind. He's going to match him stride for stride to turn 1.
Slides right.
Gator.
Sam Maynard's looking to go 3 wide around the outside.
Around the outside. Around the outside.
Catching the third. But Connor Zillage trying to hang on to the 4th position.
What's up, Jake?
Smith to the inside, and Austin Hill goes rocketing up to the outside. A 3-way battle for position.
They stack it up now for third.
There you go. I got my Gator in there now.
Jones wants the lead back. He's going to give Justin Allgaier the good look coming out of 4. He looked to the inside.
Allgaier, Brandon Jones.
Done. Right now, it's Allgaier and Jones, a 2-car breakaway.
Small softball bat.
Sam Maynard to the outside. These Connors sit on stage. Then Taylor Gray behind that pack of traffic. They will all straighten out and go nose to tail, coming off the end of the back straightaway. Justin Allgaier, the race leader.
Allgaier, the leader.
Maybe 2 car lengths, that is, over Brandon Jones. The battle for third begins to flare up. Sam Mayer looks to the inside of Sammy Smith. This is going to enable Connor Zillage to close in, make it a 3-car fight.
Zillage right there on the back bumper. He's going to jump to the bottom along with Sam Mayer.
I'll see you, man. I'll see you. I'll see you, man. Trying to ground Sammy Smith for 3rd place.
Back around to regain the 3rd position, only by a
Mayer to 3rd.
Mayer is there to the inside again, drives it deep into the corner. His car.
Sammy Smith rolling on that restart, and so is Taylor Gray, who just powers to the inside of Austin Hill. Coming out of turn number 4, put now Taylor Gray in 6th, Hill back to 7th, and Gray's got more work to do. He's got 3 cars stacked up right in front of him.
That's the battle from 3rd back through 7th place. For the moment, Dale Apollo sees fire and try and reel in the lead. If he doesn't roll away. Yeah, Justin Allgaier has opened up by 4 to 5 car lengths now over Brandon Jones. About a half dozen car lengths back of him, back to Sam Mayer in 3rd.
And it got very close for about the 7th position back.
Trouble in turn number 3.
Oh, Jeb Burton around.
Broadside, it slides all the way across to the top of turn number 4. Everybody else dodged.
Jeb Burton around. There's our first caution. 2nd caution of the day.
Today, let's go back to Kurt Becker for the
caution on the track.
The end of the back straightaway, Jeb Burton got turned sideways, and his
Jeb Burton
Chevrolet working up toward the
Jeb Burton
track near the safer barrier. Car slid all the way across the top of the banking to turn number 4.
14 laps into this stage 2.
Lanes from right to left to get around to the inside.
That could have been a lot bigger.
27 not having a good day.
You've been in both of those positions before. The car sideways in the middle of the racetrack, but you've also, Joey, been the car that's been bearing down on that car that's crossways in the middle of the racetrack.
Yeah, everyone did a good job getting around that one. He's towards the middle of the pack.
Unforced error. What's up, Daniel Berry? Good to see you.
And he's right there around some of the cars that were racing for the lucky dog spots. So the racing usually in those areas are ultra aggressive because they know if a caution comes out and they can get that lucky dog, it gives them a chance to recover on the day. And if they don't capitalize early in this run, they might be 2 laps down by the end of this one. So a lot of hard racing right where he was, and everyone got around him.
Jeb Burton, after the spin, took his car to pit road in front of Steve Post.
I brought that car down to the attention of the crew. They put 4.
Burton could only be getting better tires 4. I'm sure he's going to have to get 4 brand new tires. I'm sure he balled to those.
Clearance. Went on to the left side, 4 tires, made sure they had good clearance there as well. So no indication at this point. Did not hear anything that Jeff said about the race car, but does not ding anything up on it. Does not hook him anything
I
up
think
there
my
at the racetrack.
cameraman
So
took a pee
right now,
break.
just
Camera
see
is
if
not
it's,
moving.
Just the 4 tires is all they needed to repair after that spin down in turns 3 and 4.
And that will put him as the last car on the lead lap, 25th on the leaderboard.
All right. Caution on the track with Jeb Burton spinning, but Allgaier continues to lead Brandon Jones. Don't remember the last time I looked at the leaderboard and not saw Connor P1. Right? Yeah, he's having a mishandled car. I just saw that. It's 10-7. Thank you, Jake. I love your audio broadcast, CeeLo. Great bend in your mic and the race feed. Yep, that's how we do it. We don't have the audio coming into the I'm listening to the audio, watching the TV. Whatever you do here is coming through my mic. But we're gonna have a good time here the rest of the time. Stage 2. Can Connor Zilic break a all-time record for the NASCAR Xfinity Series? Since 1983, Sam Ard has the record for most consecutive top 5 finishes. And right now, Connor Zilic can break that tie tonight with a top 5 finish, and he'll go into the history books as the most ever driver to have those most top 5 finishes. But he has to get there tonight. But right now, he's in 4th place. He's had a mishandled car, as he said to his crew chief. But Connor Zilic hadn't led any laps here today. It's been all Justin Allgaier. And also it was who else led for just a little bit? Taylor Gray. Taylor Gray way back in 10th. He had a bad pit stop. They had a air gun fail on him. So he is back in 10th. And look at my pick. Austin Hill is in the top 10. He is in the top 5. Austin Hill is my pick to win this thing. But we are in caution number 2. If you said more than 2 cautions, which you should have because the caution comes out on each stage. I said 6 cautions. We'll see if we get up that close. But this first stage was kind of smooth and no one was really doing anything. So how many top 5s does Connor have? Right now he has 15 top 5s. If he gets one more, he breaks the record since 1983 of most top 5 finishes. 125 likes. Let's go to 150 on the likes. We're 5 subscribers away from 35,550. If you hit that subscribe button for us, we would love for you to help us out and join the channel. Tomorrow we'll be live tomorrow as well. Flashing yellow, hurting my eyes. All right, I'll turn it off. Sorry about that. I'll have to get another one that doesn't do that. Sam Ard was an awesome driver and an awesome artist, Ricky says.
Laps on the tires there. I don't think that they've gone far enough that you're gonna drive your way back through with a 4 or 5 lap better tire. You need the clean air at that point. But the other part is these teams don't have unlimited numbers of sets of tires. So you've got to kind of keep this so that 3rd stage, you've got the tires to be able to embrace it there.
Yeah, something I think will be interesting as they come to the one to go here, the choose. We saw Brandon Jones, he was the leader.
Was that an interception, Jake, for the touchdown?
Bottom lane, or sorry, the top lane. Justin Allgaier was on the front row on the bottom. Justin Allgaier beat him through turn 1, cleared him, retook the lead, gained control of the race again. Now Justin Allgaier is the leader. I assume he's going to go to the bottom because it just worked for him. We're going to find out here in a second.
As they make their way down to the line to choose, we'll tell you what their decisions were in just a moment. First, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the motor reader.
All right, we're about to go back green. Make sure you guys are hitting that like for us, subscribe to the channel, become a member. Lots of fun here. If you can't do any of that, just hanging out watching helps us out the best. Oh, you were just looking at scores? Okay. I had just actually turned it on, and I saw them celebrating, so I didn't know if they scored a touchdown. I think they did because it was 7-3 last time I looked. Zilic took the outside. So it'll be Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer, Sammy Smith, Connor Zilic. So might be 3 Junior Motorsports. It was a pick 6. Thank you, Michael. Might be 3 Junior Motorsports cars in a row here if they all pick the right spot. We're about to go back to green here. Nice pit stop by Allgaier too.
Just kind of one and the other, right? And what I typically do is say, okay, at a track like this, most likely you're going to go the shortest lane or take the top. Connor Zilic did it got to the point where he had to pick, do I want the bottom or the top? Either one was going to be the same row for him. He went for the top. I think that's the smart move when you get a couple rows back for sure.
Is that different between Xfinity and Cup?
It is. I think the bottom works a little better for a Cup car, mainly because the side force that works on these race cars. The cars are out in the air, and if you put someone on your door to lose all that side force, the inside lane really suffers.
Interesting. Under the so you would in these cars, Connor Zilic picking the outside of the even number lengths makes sense.
Okay. Here we go.
We'll find out.
Field right now makes their way into the restart zone. Green flag goes back in the air. Brandon Jones on
Buggity.
spun the tires just a bit. Got that outside lane jumbled up and just combined.
Here we go, green flag. Buggity. Let's go racing, boys.
Jumps to the outside of Justin Allgaier. Actually puts some fingers.
Brandon Jones.
The lead up turn two.
Justin Allgaier rides in the
Let's see those 20s. Brandon Jones.
The battle is on for third, and Connor Zilic making that a three-way shuffle.
Sam Mayer has third. Sammy Smith has fourth. Connor Zilic is about to turn in, coming up the corner.
Oh.
Sammy Smith will chase the car at the racetrack.
Zilic and Smith almost pulled a Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs.
Absolutely shoehorning his way to the inside of the Sammy Smith automobile.
You got your earbuds in just in time.
Challenge for the lead. It's Justin Allgaier racing out of the pocket off the end of the backstretch, and he goes blasting by Brandon Jones.
Nice luxury for Justin Allgaier.
Well, that 20 took off. Yeah, he did a great start. Allgaier spun the tires, but now Allgaier says, I'll take that back, son.
At the top of the leaderboard.
Allgaier, new leader.
Himself in the second place machine.
Austin Hill, Bobby.
Three-man battle for fifth, sixth.
While on a bike ride to the hardware store. Awesome. Going with him.
Sammy Smith to the high side. He's right behind Austin Hill and Taylor Gray, working by himself to the inside of that duo as that battle for fifth continues.
Watching Sammy Smith getting the shuffle backward, coming off the corner. Taylor Gray and Austin Hill racing for a spot there. Gray will clear Hill. Now it's Sammy Smith that'll dive for the bottom of the racetrack, trying to ease by Austin Hill in a battle for sixth.
Smith with a bit of a crossover move, guys.
Allgaier said, you can have the lead for a little bit, but I'll take it right back.
Then Raja Caruth is behind Hill, so Caruth is eighth. Sheldon Creed is in ninth. And
Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Mayer, Zilic, Gray.
23 to go here in stage number 2.
23 to go.
Lottery 300. Things begin to tighten up at the front of the field again. Allgaier unable to drive away from second place Brandon Jones and third place Sam Mayer.
Brandon Jones.
I'll see you, Mayer.
Back, and he's got some company now at the back.
I took Nick Sanchez, and he is in 13th place.
Well,
Nick Sanchez is in 13th place.
Another dozen car lengths or so back to complete the top five.
They're in third place. I'll see you.
All coming back into the corner, but it's Justin Allgaier in front.
Justin Allgaier, that is, leading coming off the corner, but Brandon Jones' mirrors are becoming more filled with Sam Mayer. Mayer closing in on Brandon Jones, and what will be a battle for position number
4 subscribers away from 35,550.
Jones missed a turn because what was it's now more like 7 or 8. Brandon Jones feeling his youth now from.
As Sam Mayer taking a look to the inside of the Brandon Jones machine. Now Jones responds to the challenge. Here comes Mayer again, about a lane lower in the middle of the baby.
And he's going to be blocked by Brandon Jones on that. We talked a little bit about what little draft there is out there. Joey Logano, how challenging is it for a driver, and how capable are you to be able to use the air to block the driver behind you?
There's another driver.
See what the Mets score is.
Play that you will use, and especially at a racetrack like this, there's a lot of lanes.
Mets up 2-0. They got to win.
But the other piece of it is there's a lot of comers and goers throughout the run, where you might have some cars that fire off really fast and then may fall off, or vice versa. You need to be able to make
the Reds play it tonight.
Just in case later on your car starts going fast. The last thing you want to
do. What's up, Glenwood? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here.
Later, now you're faster.
Let's go, Mayer, Michael says.
You're better off
supporting those Ford drivers.
Your car is going to get better soon.
Seeing a lot of that right now on the racetrack, but all eyes at the front of the field are on Justin Allgaier. His lead is now almost up to 1 full second over Brandon Jones.
Allgaier is gone again.
Connor Zilic and Taylor Gray round out the top 5. Looking further back, Rajah Caruth has his hands full with Christian Eckes in turn.
Allgaier gone again.
Right down next to the white. And Caruth working closer to the safer bearers.
Good race there. 4 cars right together. Jesse Love is in that mix, as is a hard charging.
Allgaier vibration, he thought. I don't look like he's got a vibration. He's looking pretty good.
Top 5 champion is trying to make
It's a half a second, actually, on Brandon Jones.
As we work lap number 71, as we check back down on pit road. Let's follow up in the Justin Allgaier pit. What's going on, Steve Post, with Allgaier?
During that caution period, Justin Allgaier radioed into crew chief Jim Pullman and said, "Jim, I don't like what I'm feeling on the left side of the car. Did we get all of the lug nuts tightened up?" Jim went to the crew, they went and looked at the video, and he said, "Everything is tight, everything should be good." They ran the rest of this stage, and Justin just said, "It's not getting any worse, so hopefully we can make it to the end of this stage. 18 more laps to go," but it is a little bit of a concern, and I think Joey alluded to it earlier. It's that uncertainty of not knowing what that is, but that's the story on Justin.
Man, this is going to be something to see what happens to Allgaier.
On the left side of that car.
Can't be the most comfortable thing to be feeling as the race leader, no, Joey?
No, most likely, if it's not getting worse, it's probably just a wheel that's out of balance. Maybe it wasn't balanced as perfect as it needs to. If it starts getting worse, that's when you get really concerned. But if it stayed the same, I'd say he's probably good to go.
17.
The CW of Kansas could be good.
Has a 1 second lead over Brandon Jones.
All right. Appreciate the ones here tonight. Thank you so much, my man. A bridesmaid again. What can I say? Go Sheldon. There you go, Carlos. Sheldon Creed. Don't look like he's got the car to beat today. My man, Austin Hill. My pick, Austin Hill. Not my man, Austin Hill. He's back in 7th. Sheldon Creed in 9th. Raj Caruth. Look at Caruth. Billy Bowles, if you're still here. Billy Bowles is, Raj Caruth is his man. And he is in 8th place in that 17 HendricksCars.com Chevrolet. Got another debut in that 17. Looking really good. Maybe next year might be up in that 17 full-time. Wouldn't that be something? I have to see Raj Caruth in that full-time ride on the 17. How many second place finishes for Creed? I don't know. He just finished second at Bristol. He just finished second at Bristol, too, as well. The Rat Farmer says sellout. I'm not sure how many second place finishes Sheldon Creed has now, but I'm sure there's a lot of them. He second place, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. We're at lap 32 of 45 here. Only 2 cautions today. Maybe the third stage will be a little more exciting. I think if Caruth gets a strong ride, he can surprise a lot of fans. Yeah, and I was in the Raj Caruth pit when he won at Nashville. And man, you would have thought they'd won a championship again. The way they were jumping up and down and running around and going crazy. I was there in the pits right with Raj Caruth when he won in Nashville. So that was fun to watch that when he clinched the playoffs for the Truck Series. He's still alive in the trucks. So he's still alive in the trucks. So we'll see what happens. There's a trucks we'll get next week. We'll bring you the trucks next week from the Roval next week. Their debut at the Roval, never been there before. So that should be interesting to see who wins there at the Roval Truck Road Course at the Roval. Carlos becoming a rookie member. Thank you, Carlos, for that. Appreciate that, Carlos. Everybody tell Carlos, welcome to the rookie CeeLo Nation. Thank you, Carlos, for becoming a rookie member. You now have access to those emojis. Anything that's available there, those are yours too as well. So I'm a Ford guy, but really like Caruth. Yep. 1.2 seconds now on the leader. Brandon Jones. Well, mine might have frozen. Let's see what's it say here. Mine says 1.3. I might have to reset the I don't think this is working. Nope, it's okay, there it goes. Nope. Is it working? I don't think my leaderboard is working anymore because it shows we're at 35. We're on, yeah, this is correct, but okay, there it goes. It finally updated. It's good now. FYI for the newbies, the trucks have the most downforce of them all. This should be interesting to see them transition, especially on that pin turn and then go back up into the pits, up onto the ramp, into the banked curve. That should be interesting too as well. Used to do that California Days. Now just collect my favorite dinner. California Days says, I started NASCAR diecast collection every Walmart I visit across the country. I make sure I go down the toy aisle collecting every driver. How many do you have, man? How many do you have of those? How many of those do you have now? Because I'm sure you're able to see a lot of Walmarts.
29. Austin Green is 30.
Mason Massey is 31st. Jeremy Clements 32nd. 33rd is Ryan Ellis. Josh Williams goes 34th. Joey Gase is 35th. Garrett Smithley is 36th. Jeff Burton is 37th, 2 laps down. He's the last car running, finishing 38th, and the only car behind the wall is Nick Lights.
It's been quite a day for Justin Allgaier when he comes to the line. Right now, he will have led his 59th
Dean Thompson having a good day, 7th place.
80. And once again, Alex, Junior Motorsports on mile-and-a-half racetracks have definitely come to life again.
And this is a team that's dominated the mile-and-a-halfs this season. Heck, you could say they've all but dominated the year. They've won 11 of the last 14 races with drivers like Justin Allgaier, Daniel Suarez, Connor Zilic.
Thank you.
Has won. Shane Van Gisbergen has won for Junior Motorsports. He's on the streets of Chicago. So you're right about that. Junior Motorsports is putting together a whale of a 2025.
Well, they scored.
Junior Motorsports playoff drivers in the top 6 right now. The worst running is Carson Quaffle,
Mississippi State's 4-0. Someone was he saying this morning that Mississippi State sucks? Mississippi State's 4-0.
Kansas Speedway looking for their 17th win of the season. If something doesn't happen, a Junior Motorsports driver and car will definitely play into the ending of this race.
You have to wonder about the youngster Carson Quaffle. He's put together a nice rookie
Gator
campaign.
cruising to the beach.
Yes, we understand what Connor Zilic has done, and as Joey pointed out a little earlier in the
2.367 seconds lead now.
You can't sneeze at the season that Carson Quaffle has done. But he is yet to get to victory lane. He certainly is capable as a driver. He's got the race team behind him, and you got to think, Mike, that's beginning to play in his head just a bit.
I would think it would. We're looking at the racetrack right now. We're looking at all the Junior Motorsports cars. They're running very well. You've obviously got some Joe Gibbs Racing cars, but Haas Factory Team having a good day.
Yeah.
Here. And while he's not led a lap, he's been pressing and
I don't really know anything about Mississippi State. Go Gator, go, Gina. Good to see you, Gina.
Comes back out. That car fades, and right now he's in a comfortable spot on the racetrack in 3rd.
With 6 to go in stage 2, the battle for 5th is on past the start-finish line. Here's Sammy Smith to the inside of Taylor Gray headed to turn 1.
Smith takes it down below the white, halfway to the direct to complete that. Slides through on the grips up on the bank. Gray to the counterattack down low, but there's nothing there.
Sammy Smith just carefully, lap after lap, steadily working his way up through the top 10 to the top 5. Now with Taylor Gray trying to reclaim the spot for Miller there.
5 laps to go in stage
5 laps to go, stage 2.
For the number 5 position, Sammy Smith has just taken it away from Taylor Gray. And Dave, once he was able to take that
Sammy
shot,
Smith,
Sammy
P5.
slowly tiptoeing away from Taylor.
Pulled away now by about 3, maybe 4 car lengths. Taylor Gray was able to hold him up for.
Y'all, 88, watch that windy Kansas wind.
Yeah, that's orange and black Chevrolet.
Might be the first time we haven't seen Zilic dominate.
Having solidified that 5th.
Good for Allgaier, though.
White and yellow Toyota, right?
Hot, slippery track here at Kansas Speedway. Joey, the wind, we look at a big American flag between turns 1 and 2 beginning to pick up. Do you feel the wind here at Kansas?
Oh, you definitely feel the wind here, and it's blowing down into turn 3, so that tailwind, makes you go fast on the straightaway, but when you get to the corner, it's pushing you down into the corner. You don't have any downforce, and then it blows into the side of your car, which kind of blows you up the racetrack. Now you get the complete opposite.
Allgaier hadn't won since Nashville.
The headwind,
yep.
A ton of downforce. You can drive in the corner way further, and you think you should be able to. It's always important. I always tell my spotter, tell me where the flag is. Tell me which way it's pointing. That way I know why the car is handling so different from end to end.
So you talk about something that you experience while you're in traffic, like heavy traffic. You feel
that was fun being in the pits for the Allgaier.
That side gust that we see here at Kansas with no warning. How do you?
Does Gator want to be in Cup? Because as good as he is, and that man deserves another shot
You can't see it.
more than some other drivers. Also, the question is though, like what Connor Zilic is gonna experience next year is right now Connor Zilic is in an amazing ride. He is in one of the best cars in the Xfinity series. But when he goes to that 99 that Suarez is driving, will it make a difference that he's a good driver? Will it make a difference that makes the 99 a really good car? Or will it be the crap car that Suarez has right now? That's the question that what's going to happen with Zilic when he goes to the Cup.
Stage number 2 here in the Kansas Lottery 300. Here comes Allgaier in that Brant Red Chevrolet.
Will he struggle at the 99? I think it's a different field up there.
It has been a walk in the park for Justin Upton. He from starts did not catch him that strongly. He is all by himself.
Like a Kyle Busch move.
Turn 2.
99 isn't too strong, but I see Connor being more successful than Daniel.
He will drop down.
And Bronny says it's not to mention that it's different kind of car than the O'Reilly Auto Parts car.
Up against the safer barrier midway between turns 3 and 4. Now we'll swing wide up against the turn.
Stage 3. Congratulations, Allgaier. Let me see those Gators.
And receive the green
domination.
Justin Allgaier. He won stage 1. He wins stage 2. Behind him, Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer, Connor Zilic, and Sammy Smith. The top.
Wow.
Gray, Dean Thompson, Austin Hill, Sheldon Creed, and Justin Bonsignor rounding out the top 10 as the caution flag is flying for the 3rd time of the Kansas Lottery 300.
All right, so we are in stage 3. Stage 3 now of our race. And let me get rid of my stage 2. And bring stage 3 over there. I don't know why it's over there. There's stage 3. There we go. All right, stage 3 is here. And during stage 3, we allow you to change your pick. You're allowed to change your pick in stage 3. So let's see what you got here in stage 3. Are you going with Allgaier that you picked? Are you going with Connor Zilic that you picked? Are you going with Sam Mayer? He's been in the top 5 all day. Or am I staying with Austin Hill, who could steal it away from Allgaier? But Allgaier looks really hard to beat. But you know what? Heck it. I'm just going to stay with Austin Hill. Let me see who you got. Caitlin's going Allgaier. Bobby's going Sammy Smith. Sticking with the 88 and the 8 for Richard. Connor Zilic for Graham. Come on, 88. Speedy down that wild track. Austin Hill for Miss Tom. 7 all day. Kelly's changing it from Austin Hill to 7. Let's see here. Sam Mayer for Michael. I'm going with the 7 for Wesley. No way. Sheldon Creed all the way. Carlos says, staying with Sam Mayer. And Carlos, you could put the 00 emojis. You have access to those. Make sure you use those. You're in the rookie membership now. Staying with Allgaier for Charles. Staying with Mayer for Steve. Jesse Love for Butterfly. No change for Joyce. Glenwood's going Allgaier. Joyce is staying Allgaier. Staying with Austin Hill, John Collins. Staying with Allgaier for Danny. Brandon Jones for Butterfly. She's changed it from Jesse Love now to Brandon Jones. 7 didn't give a pick, but said 7 yesterday. Okay, got you, Jake. Got you that. Sticking with the 54. Ricky got that 54. Allgaier for the win for Bill. Caitlin's got the 7. Carlos, there you go. Got your Sheldon Creed emoji there. You're welcome. Change my pick. I have no pick. All right. Staying with Zilic for Ron. Happy to be me. He's going Zilic as well. Lisa Jones is going the 7 as well. Anybody else staying with your pick or changing your pick? Here's your option to pick it. Wayne says, you know what? Let's go Hill. Let's see what he can do. Austin Hill in P8 now. P8. X-Cup driver. He's going to take the X-Cup driver. All right. Anybody else? You're changing your picks? If not, that is it. And forever hold your peace as we're in stage 3. Stage 3, 110 laps. Who is going to survive stage 3? I meant The 00. Okay, Ricky's going.
Virginia, wrap things up championship weekend out in the desert at Phoenix Raceway. As we will not get pit lane open this time by, so we'll go around the racetrack at least one more time before pit road opens up.
Of course, earlier today, we had practice and qualifying for the Hollywood Casino 400. Chase Briscoe scoring his 7th pole of 2025. Joey, a 400.
Allgaier replaces Bowman would be awesome.
You've won it.
I don't think Bowman's going anywhere.
Won it twice here.
The 99, Matty D. You're going to take Matty D?
Wins at Kansas Speedway. Where would you rank Kansas Speedway with the other mile-and-a-half racetracks on the circuit?
Oh, every track's so unique. But this one is definitely pretty fun because of the different line options. As a race car driver, that's what you want. You want to have an opportunity to say, oh, I want to try to be able to run the top.
It's on the CW, John.
Down to the bottom. Can I make
The
something
CW.
happen? Maybe my car doesn't handle really good on the bottom. I'll move around and give yourself an opportunity to try to make some speed. That's what's fun about racetracks like this, because it's not just
Bowman can't win and never gets out of round 12. I would move on.
Oh, it definitely is. I love the fact that you can go places and figure out where your race car can work. You can work traffic, and there's technical pieces like wrapping the paint here. Seems like it starts to come back to place. Running up at the wall, running off the wall, finding that error, like Joey talked about earlier.
We got pit stops here.
The guys are using finding ways to.
I think Jones has shown all he has. Yeah, I think so too.
There to have an impact.
And of course, wrapping.
Who's going to gamble here in this third stage? And there's going to be green flag pit stops as well, because I don't think they can go 110 laps.
And here they
I know.
The cars on the lead lap right now are pitting. Pit stops taking place at
pit stops.
We'll start with Chris.
Running second is Brandon Jones, still chasing after Justin Allgaier. He said, I'm still way too tight on corner entry and center of the corner. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment, 4 tires, and Sunoco fuel.
Brandon Jones, Sammy Smith, Mayer all taking 4 tires here.
They make a right rear wedge adjustment. Here's the call.
Bad stop. They're all still on the right side for the 7.
And also, Sammy Smith said, leave me alone. Maybe a little air pressure, but I need to do a better job.
Mayer 2 as well, slow.
This is in 4-tire Sunoco racing fuel.
What's going on with Allgaier?
Turn number 2, 4-tire Sunoco.
Wow.
Swell for Sam Mayer.
Bad stop.
Longer stop for Justin Allgaier. They needed to put a little tape on the grill, and they knew they were going to take a little time. He drops back to the 6th spot for the second time. Brandon Jones.
See how good of a car, though, he has now coming from the 6th spot.
Justin Allgaier is going to have some work to do on the next restart.
See if he has a good car.
Down to 106 laps to go in the Kansas Lottery, 300.
All right. This would be his only hope to get out first and block. So we'll see what happens. They knew Allgaier had to, the team knew they had to put some tape on the front. So here's Brandon Jones, and look at there. Who's in P2? It is Connor Zilic, Sam Mayer, Sammy Smith, Austin Hill up to 5. Allgaier back to 6th. Taylor Gray at 7th. Dean Thompson 8th. 9th, Justin Bonjour. Look at that run for him. Sheldon Creed finishes out the top 10. We'll just do the top 20 here. William Swalich, Christian Eckes, Raj Caruth, Nick Sanchez, Jesse Love, Brandon Butterbean Queen still in the top 20. Kyle Sieg, Carson Quaffle, Harrison Burton, and Ryan Sieg. So there is that. Well, a lot of field goal. Okay, well, that's better than a touchdown. All right. Kansas City Lottery 300 Sunshine Days. Hello, it's racing time. Michael says the division is Miss Jason Left Turn Leffler. Probably butchered his last name. No, I butchers the names around here. Wesley says plenty of time to get back to the front, especially if he's running the way he is running. Allgaier's been doing pretty good on that today. Connor, are you kidding me? We picked our stage 3 too early. Still going 7. Allgaier will get this. Still got this, Billy Voles. I think so too. I think he's got a great car. Lawrence has been listening to Allgaier's headset that he hated the way that the left side of the car felt with the previous tires. Okay. All right. So we'll see what Allgaier can do here back in 6th place. He just needs a good start. Was I right? His name was just Jason Leffler. I believe so. Just Jason Leffler. But the battle cam is still on. Make sure you're checking out the in-car cameras as well. Make sure you check out those. We're ready to have some fun here for stage 3. 110 laps. Can they go 110 laps? Or can they go 104 laps on gas? Or we're going to have a green flag pit stops here. You think there'll be cautions? I think there will be. Maybe a caution in about 50 laps, possibly. All right.
Welcome back, Kansas Speedways. We worked the caution flag for the third time. This for the end of stage number 2, which was won by Justin Allgaier. As NASCAR returns to its backyard next week, our friends at Spire Motorsports invite you to join them for their annual Fan Day. That's coming up Thursday, October 2nd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This year's event includes an autograph session with drivers Justin Haley, Michael McDowell, Carson Hocevar, Rajah Caruth, and
One more
Tristan
pit.
McKee. Other attractions include raffles, prizes, free swag, food samples, team show cars on display, and so much more. Once again, it's the Spire Motorsports Fan Day, Thursday, October 2nd, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Spire Motorsports headquarters in Mooresville, North Carolina.
Of course, a lot of activities surrounding the Bank of America Roval 400. It's always good for all the teams to go home. I know a lot of race fans pop into the Charlotte area, and there's an increase of traffic and activity. What's your thoughts on racing at the Roval next weekend? Once you clear Kansas, you go back home, sleep in your own bed, you get to race on the Roval.
It is
The
nice to
Roval.
sleep in your own bed. You said that.
They
And
have
things
Capital
will probably
Force.
change
You
depending
think,
on how
forget
tomorrow
them.
goes.
Fair enough.
That's how you come up with your plan, is to see where you are from the cut line. What do we got to do when we get there? But it is a fun weekend.
Connor, you paid attention today?
And it, you know, it's
Or there
honestly,
keeps your
you
car
brought up
cool out there.
showing up early because
Connor
there
and
are two races,
P2.
and there's a lot of things to see there, right? Whether it's the NASCAR Hall of Fame, going out to see some of the events at the racetrack, appearances, fan days like we just heard, or just going to see the race shops, right? Going to walk around and see the different ones. They're all unique in their own way. I haven't been to many. I don't get invited to many outside of just Penske, but I heard they're all unique in their own way.
Todd, as a manager of a crew, when you're a crew chief out there racing at Charlotte, does that make things a little more difficult, or is it still an easy thing with the crew?
I hated it. I hated racing in Charlotte because, and I'll put it on the piece that we saw this weekend at our hotel. The Kansas Jayhawks have a home football game, but their whole football team is in our hotel to keep the rhythm and the routine. When you go to Charlotte, everybody's not at the hotel. They're not riding in the vans together. They're not doing the things that we do. And you have the distraction when you're going to that bed, you've got family around you. It's different. It takes the focus off the race weekend differently than what we do at normal weekends, and we love routines. This takes our routine away.
Absolutely. I used to go to the racetrack and sleep in my motorhome, even though I was home. I have kids now, so I don't do that.
I used to do that a lot, just to keep the routine the same, so that you race the same way as you did 35 other weekends earlier.
Right.
Unfortunately for the Jayhawk football team, they lost one today in a Big 12 matchup to the Cincinnati Bearcats, 37-34.
You should stay home. Right now, the field is lined up.
Here we go.
Here we go. Green flag. Buggity, buggity, buggity. Let's go racing, boys.
Stops to go. Brandon Jones and Connor Zillich.
Can Connor Zillich get the lead here?
On the front row. Green flag is back up. And old Connor Zillich is going to give Brandon Jones a
Look at that run for Zillich. Mayer gave him a push.
on the inside, headed to one.
He had shoved him all the way.
Wow.
Lead Connor.
Zillich, the new leader. I know. What happened to those?
To the inside. He's just trying to hang on to third. He was going for second. Now here's
Zillich, the leader. 88.
Dean Thompson slid up off turn 2, bounced off the outside.
Here he
wall,
comes.
Got everybody jumbled up mid-pack on.
He's
back
the next
up
Jeff
front.
Gordon.
Connor Zillich, big surprise. Stop me if you've heard this one, Dave. He leads.
Connor Zillich, the leader.
So there's still hope for the rest of the world.
Now let's see if Allgaier can bring it through. He's still in 6th. Still got the fastest lap.
Where Sam Mayer now wrestles the spot away from Austin Hill, who slides back into the 5th position as Justin Allgaier closes in from 6th, coming off the end of the backstretch.
They come now off turn number 4. Connor Zillich, Brandon Jones, 2-car breakaway in 1st and 2nd. Traffic stacking up from 3rd on back. Sammy Smith has 3rd. Sam Mayer 4th. Here comes Austin Hill. He'll take a sniff of the outside lane in 1.
Trying to rim ride around the outside lane.
Here comes Dirty Nick. Let's go. Nick Sanchez.
The only man in the body.
11th place.
Here comes Mayer trying to regroup and move back up.
He's my dark horse.
In that ongoing battle for the 4th position. Austin Hill to the outside, and then Justin
Still see Hillbilly. Kevin.
Lost the nose of his Chevrolet, washed up the racetrack. He's going to yank the
Allgaier not as good in traffic.
Cut down the hill, can't get the momentum for the moment. He's going to have to remain patient back to turn 1.
Justin Allgaier in that number 6 spot.
Ooh, Eckes and or was that Butterbean? Eckes and Caruth getting into it. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate it.
Austin Hill's right ahead of him, and then the Sammy.
Thank you, Jamie, for the sub. We're 3 away from 35,550.
That scramble continues.
Watch that Jones dropping down on the low key.
Been open for him to do so, but he won't. He'll slide up behind Austin Hill as Hill and Mayer continue their side-by-side battle.
Brandon Jones trying to take the lead here from Zillage.
On the outside.
Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is heating up. Brandon Jones has reeled Connor Zillage.
Let's go, little Gator, Nat Man says.
Picture number 2.
Brandon Jones just continues to close in
Ooh,
on the race.
Caruth a little loose.
Zillage does still have the lead, but for how long? Here comes Brandon Jones. He drops it down low in the turn number 3.
And here they come. The battle for the race lead off turn number 4. Brandon Jones, twice a winner here at Kansas Speedway in his career, trying to get the lead back. Connor Zillage will fend him
They're
off.
trying to keep Allgaier boxed in.
The experience advantage clearly belongs to Brandon Jones. He's going to go to the top of the racetrack this time. Very line, trying to find something that works as he tries to press down those.
Village still has the lead midpoint of the back straightaway. Brandon Jones now goes back to work again. Tried to make the move in turn 3 last time by, didn't work. This time he follows the tire tracks.
And it's very important right now for Brandon Jones to make this pass as quickly as possible. Because remember, Justin
There goes Allgaier around Mayer.
We know he has
Allgaier now in 5th place.
Brandon Jones had the second best car today. He needs to get that lead and run while he can.
And now that's what he's doing. Brandon Jones from the top of turn number 2 gets a run. He's going to take a run at Connor Zillage for the lead on the backstretch.
Zillage lets his Chevrolet just float from left to right, up to the outside. Safer barrier. Shuts off the advance of Brandon Jones.
We're officially watching the Connor Zillage series.
Native Brandon Jones looks inside, looks outside for the moment. Has to follow in the tire tracks of Connor Zillage. What are they saying on the radio?
That Jones boy.
Brandon Jones.
Well, so far it's been pretty good. We talked
Nice.
about over the course of the afternoon, Brandon Jones has been struggling with the turn, but he and Sam McCauley came up with a game plan before the race. They wanted to focus their attention on the changes to the racetrack, not take too big of swings because of how we typically see this race have several long different runs. And that's what you've seen
Oh,
here.
Brian's looking good, man.
Progress, adjusting to the racetrack changes, racing the racetrack, and now finding a sweet spot.
That guy should be up for Heisman.
Toyota just at the right time here in stage 3 as the battle for the lead continues.
Jake, what do you think about that?
Jones,
Do you think he should be up for the Heisman?
winner here today.
Took a peek to the inside.
Brazelton.
4 again, lost the nose of his race car, gives up a car length and a half.
So right now, Burton, Hill, Sanchez, and Smith. Burton, Hill, Sanchez, and Smith, and it's time to crank it up. Time to crank it up.
Used for 2 weeks. Now it's a $1,500.
Oh well, we'll maybe get it again. CeeLo is I'm from Tennessee. I live outside of Nashville. Tennessee. I don't live in Nashville. We need a caution, Mark says. We all need the help we can get. Yes, for Trackhouse, Natman. Natman says, isn't Zillage going to race next year in Cup? Yes, he's going to Trackhouse. Jake, go Dogs tonight. Natman says, Zillage, you take it down. You all you got. But Zillage still is the leader here with Brandon Jones right there for the taking. Brandon Jones trying to take it away. And then you got Sammy Smith about a second and a half, about a second behind Brandon Jones. And then you got a good second behind to Austin Hill. And then Allgaier, 2.807 seconds. Man, that would suck if they know there's another pit stop coming. So maybe they can get out. But they just got to stay there as close as they can get. But we'll see what happens if this is a green flag pit stops coming up. Maybe about 30 more laps or so. Is it 70 laps? What's the fuel mileage on this car on this run here? 70 laps or 50? 77, 80 laps? What is it? Y'all think about that. That's what I thought, Jake. Natman says. That's what I thought, Jake. Gregor says, typical. Man, it's so crazy how Allgaier dominated. It's all about clean air, right? Out front. All about clean air. Agreed. Should have got them last year, but played ball terribly. All right, let's see if we can do some crank it up when it comes back. Hopefully it'll come back here. Come on, crank it up. At least the CW's doing side by side. That's good for them. At least they're doing the side by side. All right, here we go. Cranking it up. Connor's so good, he should be able to win probably 25% of the cup races next year. I don't think so, Bobby. I don't think that's the case at all. Where are they racing tonight? I don't know. I don't think there is a race tonight, is there? Double Zero's setting up for the kill, Carlos says. Sheldon Creed in 7th place. He's up 3 spots from the green flag. Jesse Love up 7 spots. Carson Quapple up 5. Danny Dimes up 6. William Swallow's down 10. Anybody else? Nope, that's it. How many subs? We're 3 away for 35,550. 3 away. We need 3 more subs, y'all. Hit that like. Trying to get to 150 on the likes too as well. Been a slow day today. Arkansas got crushed. It sucks. These 1.5-mile tracks. A lot of people don't like the 1.5-mile tracks because of this type of racing. It's just so drawn out. Kind of boring a little bit. 35,547. 3 more subs. Help us out, someone. Fighting Irish, that man says. You couldn't get anyone to get you up. What are you talking about?
Well, we'll see how the strategy goes, that's for sure on this one. And where we're at here as far as tires go, each of the teams have 2 sets of Skipper Goodyear tires here on pit road. We're 86 laps from the end, so the fuel window will open at about 60 laps to the end.
Okay, 60 laps to the end.
Window will open.
So about 40 more laps, 35 more laps.
See pit stops. Talking to the crew chiefs, if it stays green, they're looking at probably splitting this final stage, somewhere lap 145.
Burton, Swallowage, and Caruth battling for a position here.
For the extra set of tires, and this is one more than they usually have. If we were to get a caution now,
Still like Gray in that top 10. He's in 9th.
then they still have a set to make it to the finish. So, across the board.
Anyone remember the caution clock
Personal tire set that they
in
have,
trucks?
and that leaves them with 2 now, so that
I don't know if I remember that.
it's both of them over the balance of this race.
Well, I think, Steve, as you talk about that, as me thinking about being a crew chief, I think I'm going to use both sets of those tires. So as soon as I get in the fuel window where I know I'm not penalizing myself to end up a lap down, I'm going to pit planning on a caution or something else coming later. That way I'm cycling forward if I'm not the leader.
And the alternate strategy to that would be splitting this run right down the center, which will probably be, if it stays green, that would be the bestest way. But you're planning on it going green the whole way. Todd's way would be, as soon as you can, put tires on it and bank on a caution later on to where you don't ever get the penalty of running really long on the second run of this run.
We've only had 3 cautions in today's race. 2 of those were for the stage breaks. Justin Allgaier has won both stages in today's race. Second time this year he swept the stages. The other time was at Nashville Super Speedway, where he went on to win the race.
Is what being a NASCAR fan.
All right, so Jesse Love currently in 8th place. Zilic still leads a second, almost a second and a half over Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones was right there, but now he's kind of backed off a little bit. So we'll see what happens with pit stops coming up here very shortly. pit stops very shortly. Very shortly. Probably about 30 more laps, we'll see pit stops. Green flag pit stops, possibly, if we don't have any wrecks. This should be an interesting on the cruise to see who's going to get each other out. Who's going to come first? That's another question. Who's going to come first to win this thing? So, interesting race here. 81 to go. 81 to go. 17-7, Ole Miss. All right, we do. Is this on yet?
There's impending pit stops and some strategy to come into play before the checkered flag flies. From Kansas Speedway,
My goodness.
this is the Motor Race.
Let's do crank it up again. Laps to go here. 79 laps to go. Way off. Yeah, me too. I said 6. Should have known. Tomorrow will probably be about the same thing. Just spread out green flag pit stops constantly. But right now, Austin Hill is +7. Harrison Burton -7, Sanchez -8, and Sammy Smith -12. -12. So there is your playoff standings for the cutoff, and right on the above the cut line is Jesse Love right now. Jesse Love above the cut line, and then it kind of goes all back and forth on the other side there.
Zilich, he missed a race. He missed Texas. Earlier
Radio says Zilich injured back, collarbone.
Where he injured his back. In races 1 through 11, including Talladega, he had one top 5 finish. That was a win at Circuit of the Americas, and only 3 top 10s. He averaged a finish of only 17th in the first 11 races. But after sitting out with the back injury at Texas, when he's come back, his average finish is 2.1.
Let's go Allgaier, Billy Bowles.
Absolutely remarkable.
And after scoring that win at Coda,
about 17 more laps, we're going to start seeing green flag pit stops.
Dover, Indianapolis, Watkins Glen, Daytona, Portland, and Worldwide Technology Raceway. If he takes the checkered flag today, it'll be his 10th win of 2020.
Who's the shortest race car driver? Take a look. Guess.
This young man's been on.
Mark Martin.
And the thing about it is he's
I'm gonna go Mark Martin.
Types of racetracks, whether it's intermediate tracks, whether it's a road course, it doesn't matter. Connor Zilich has seemed to adapt quite well, Todd, to just about any circumstance.
Yeah, he's become a great race car driver, and that's just impressive. That to excel at the road courses, that's a unique set of circumstances. But then to turn that around, and that turnaround.
Sheldon due for a win.
Texas,
He's been due for a win.
5 cents then, right?
The answer's in the Discord.
Had to sit at Talladega, had to sit out Texas, and has come back, and every race has been a top 5 finish since then. Just incredible to go to ovals, unique ovals. One at Dover. Just seems like those are places that it doesn't make sense that somebody from outside the sport came to.
And it's not just the back injury he had at Talladega. Remember, he broke his collarbone in Victory Lane.
Make sure you join our Discord.
The young man
We'd love to have you in our Discord. We have a NASCAR channel in our Discord.
Phenomenal numbers.
Well, you said it too. He's very, very young, but when you put numbers up like that, how do you not move him up, right? Like, and he is, but he is, and he should be. But I feel like I've heard sometimes other young drivers, because I've seen the first couple years of my Cup career where I was doing good in Xfinity, got the Cup, and was like, oh my goodness. I don't think Connor Zilich is in the same league. I think he's going to jump right in there and be pretty competitive right off the bat.
I don't think so.
Progression.
I think Joey's wrong.
It worked out good. What they got?
Village is so smoking talent, but I don't.
Concerned crew chief, what's up your world?
No, not yet, Lori. I will. I haven't got a chance to get to the store yet. It's in Nashville. I don't get to go there much.
Out of what Connor will do.
But I will. I promise you. I won't forget.
You've experienced this. They're different than the Xfinity cars, and but his talent should get him there through 100 or so races.
Absolutely. I mean, I think you see so many times in any sport, the biggest jump you're going to make is from one level down to the top. Because everybody in that top level are just, they're dogs. I mean, they are really, really
dogs. Joey called him a dog.
They would smoke everybody every week because they're that good. You'll see that, but you know, that's
150 likes. Let's go to 200 now. We're at 152. Let's go to 200 likes.
I know that one of the things that's been talked about is perhaps next year allowing Cup drivers to run in more NASCAR Xfinity Series, or what will then be the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts races or Auto Parts Series. You run in those races. Is that something that would interest you? What do you think about maybe more Cup involvement on Saturdays than we've seen in a while?
Personally, yeah. Personally, I'd be all about it. I want to go racing. I think also for these drivers that are out here, it's good to race against some of those guys that they're going to be racing against on Sundays, possibly someday. It's a good benchmark for them. It's a good way for them to learn. I always enjoyed that part when I ran Xfinity.
In my tenure of being at Team Penske, of being an active crew chief, we always felt like the Xfinity race, places like this, we would put on our schedule because there was overlap. There was tendencies that you would learn on Saturday that could play to Sunday. With where the Gen 7 car is, have we lost that for you guys? Is it just the competitive part, or is there still some of the race tendencies that play through?
It's mainly just wanting to race. I just want to drive a race car. I think it's that simple. The cars are much different, and there's still a lot of opportunity for growth, not just for the driver though, but for the team members, right? And I know the pit crew's a little harder because they got the 5 lugs over here versus the 1 lug, and the pit stop's different, but for crew members working on the car, crew chiefs and stuff like that.
There's our Discord link. If you want to join our Discord, make sure you join it. You'll never miss a stream then. I post in there our streams all the time, so make sure you do that right there.
Opportunity to run in the Xfinity Series.
There's our Discord. Make sure you join our Discord.
To let them know exactly what the difference is from being a Cup Series driver to an Xfinity Series driver as well.
I think that's funny. I love it.
On the racetrack right now, Connor Zilich's lead only 0.7 of a second.
Ooh.
Brandon Jones, 69
Brandon Jones reeling them in.
Stops on the way as well.
So green flag pit stops coming up here. Al Geyer has dominated this whole race. Taylor Gray has led just a little bit. Connor Zilich has led just a little bit. Brandon Jones has led just a little bit. So we've had 8 lead changes. And Al Geyer going around Austin Hill. Austin Hill and Al Geyer battling for spots here. Al Geyer going around him for 4th place, but Austin Hill says, I can pass you, make it 4th place as well. And let's go to the crank it up. Let's do it. Crank it up. Yeah, these pit stops could change things up dramatically. These could change it up dramatically. You think Logano likes blowing his own horn? Is Jesse Love making it to the round of 8? He is right there on the cut. He is +8 right now. Next week is the cutoff, but Jesse Love is +8. Al Geyer now pulling away from Austin Hill. He is now in 4th. Zilich still the leader here with Al Geyer in second. Or Al Geyer in second in the playoff standings. Zilich the leader. Al Geyer in second in the playoff standings, but Zilich is the leader right now. See what happens with these pit stops that's coming up very shortly. took the blame for last week's incident. Yeah, he said it was his fault. He said it was his fault. Brandon Jones. Door. Bumper door. Brandon Jones trying to win here again. Gets a little side draft, and we have a new leader. Brandon Jones. Let me see those 20s, but Zillage says, here I come.
The lane is left open. Here comes Connor Zillage back to the inside of the racetrack. Zillage will lead that lap. Traffic directly ahead.
Connor Zillage launches the counter attack with a crossover move. He'll go to the inside. Brandon Jones to the outside. The lap machine is there. Ceremonies get ahead on the back straightaway.
Brandon Jones, the race leader, as Zillage now backs away, gets back in the line behind Jones. So Zillage to the second spot as Brandon Jones shows the way coming to turn 4.
Looking to the inside again is going to be Connor Zillage, half a car width lower on the racetrack. Can't get there. To the left rear quarter panel. Battle for the race lead continues. Past start finish line. 62 laps to go.
Still got a lap or two until the lap factor comes into play. Connor Zillage would like to take advantage of that. Brandon Jones, though, has pulled away by about a car length. He'll miss down the banking.
Awesome.
The inside challenge.
So as a result, Connor Zillage, he started to move to the inside, now gets back up to the driver's right next to the safer barrier. They all begin to close in on lap traffic straight ahead. Jeremy Clemens.
Jeremy Clemens directly ahead of the race leader. Jones went wide, did not hit the wall, came very close to it, and Connor Zillage is there. You've got the lap car of Clements, Jones, then Zillage. Ongoing battle for the lead, 61 to go.
Jones dials up the low line. He will bypass the lap defeated Jeremy Clements on entry into number 1. Connor Zillage trying to execute.
Zillage has room to work down to the inside of the Clements lap car. Now he finds some more momentum. Zillage starts to move up to the inside. Pins his car down to the bottom side of the racetrack, working up through that 60.
While the lead duo mixes it up for not only the lead, but through lap traffic, that's enabled Justin Allgaier to begin to close in a little bit more. He's in the 4th spot. Allgaier's car seems to found some pace. He's changed his line just a bit, but we can't take our eyes off the battle for the lead.
Here they come into turns 1 and 2. Jones leads the way, and he's actually broken away now by about 5 car lengths.
Here's Cole Raz.
Brandon Jones trying to win another race here.
Second place, Connor Zillage, the leader, of course, being Brandon Jones. Jones moves up to the top side of the banking over to turn 4 and heads back to start 7.
Jones slides up to the outside wall, then as he's exiting the corner, kind of angles that Toyota Supra towards the bottom of the racetrack.
Here's Sheldon Green. He's coming in.
From Zillage in the process.
Gonna need
We're going to have pit stops here. The Haas factory. Haas factory coming in.
Line.
Those 2 cars.
Braves plays Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones. That's right.
To the entry in turn number 3. Back lap cars now stacked up to the high side and to the bottom side.
We're done with the Braves for the year. Done.
Place runner Sam Mayers in front of Steve Post.
Haas factory.
141, Jason Chinchilla, the crew chief.
Green flag pit stops. Could this be for Sam Mayer to win this thing?
On this one, no visible adjustments. They're very happy. They've got a top 5 running car, and there he goes.
There's the other Haas factory. Sheldon Creed in.
This should open the floodgates of pit stops. Here comes Sheldon Creed. He'll make the move onto pit lane. Lap 143, 40 miles an hour for Creed, and that Ollie's machine headed to Steve Post.
Great stuff cheap is what it says on the front of the car. It's the Ollie's bright yellow and red machine. He's been a little bit loose all day long. Right side work is done. Quickly around to the left side of that automobile. A pump and a half of the jack. Looks like left side tires off. Little slow on the right rear. Little slow. Left rear is little slow on the left rear. As Sheldon Creed is down and away.
Here's Justin Allgaier, Jesse Love, Taylor Gray, and Chris Wilner.
Allgaier. Pit stops are happening right now. I think this is a mistake for Brandon Jones. This is a mistake for Brandon Jones. You're back, Mark.
Turn number 4. He's right on the kick line coming this week.
You got 57 laps to go.
Close. He Love as he brings the Wheelan's car in. They need a better handle on that race car. It's very loose. He cannot get down in the corners. 4 tires in Sunoco Racing Fuel. 2 pit boxes in front of him. A burnout from Justin Allgaier. Four tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel. No adjustment on the Allgaier car. His pit stops here on lap number 144. This number more cars in front of you.
Brandon Jones down and away, nearly got collected on the exit release. He came on the radio and said this was the worst car it's been on exit. They made a chassis adjustment and air pressure. 4 tires and fuel. Sammy Smith on the money stop. Another pit stop for the Beater Motorsports boys. He was protecting his right front, so I need to be tightened up just a little bit, Steve.
Dustin Bonsignor brings the Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota Camry in, our Toyota Supra end to the attention of the crew. Going to be 4 tires and Sunoco Racing.
Zilich in now.
Connor Zilla.
New leader is going to be Sanchez, Dirty Nick Sanchez.
He said the car over the course of the
1 subscriber away.
Late today, a 1-turn chassis adjustment. Now around to the left side. Sunoco fuel is plugged in to the Connor Zilich car. 4 tires. Sunoco fuel is in as they wait, and maybe a little slow on the left front. 4 tires and fuel. The call for Connor Zilich on that 145.
Anthony Alfredo's been in for service. Parker Retzloff is in. Austin Green is in. And Rajat Karuth is in front of Chris.
Roger Caruth's crew already done on the right side. 4-tire change and fuel. Boy, he's been an aggressive driver all day today. He's picked his way through inside the top 10 of the HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. He's down and away. Austin Green here as well. A lap ago was Austin Hill, who drove his way to the top 5. Another great pit stop for the RCR crew. 4 tires and fuel.
William Sawalich from the number
Sawalich
5 position brings his car to pit road as well. He comes.
All right, who's going to be the better factor here? Looks like it's going to be Brandon Jones.
He qualified up towards the front. Been battling in traffic with the hill-handling race car. They made adjustments.
Brandon Jones in 9th place after pitting.
4 tires and fuel.
That will turn the lead over to Nick Sanchez, who comes to the pit lane for his
He's
service.
in pits.
Now Christian Eckes will assume the lead. Brendan Butterbean Queen is yet to make
Butterbean Queen
on the racetrack, along with Kyle C., Carson Quapple, and Ryan Sieg as drivers that have still yet to
So
visit
Zilich,
pit lane.
Mayer. Zilich passed Mayer.
53 laps to go.
Mayer and Zilich side by side here.
So speeding, no penalties of anything else that warrant these drivers coming back to the pit lane.
Yeah, you're right about that. And as this is
Sammy Smith.
around, Brandon Jones right now is the highest running of those who have made a pit stop. He's back in the 9th position.
How did he get out so quick? Because he was so far ahead?
An Allgaier. So Brandon Jones's pit crew, like they did earlier in the race, rips off another beauty of a pit stop to get themselves in position.
Man.
So we continue to cycle through green flag pit stops. 52 to go right now. Christian Eckes leads.
See, Brandon Jones, 18 seconds off the lead, and then you got Zilich, you got Sammy Smith, and then Zilich, 22 seconds. So Brandon Jones is 4 seconds ahead of Zilich, so he will be the leader here after everybody pits. Danny Dimes is going to be the last car that hasn't pit yet, so we'll see what happens here. And CeeLo, how many subs did you have at the beginning of Daytona? Was it 29,000? I don't know. I'll have to look. It was close. It was close. We haven't had a big blow up year like we did last year, but we had to do a lot of things different than we did this year than we did last year. So that's probably one of the reasons for it. Lisa's and Braves season wasn't very good either. So that was another thing. A lot of factors to things. I'll go back and look, but yeah, I think so. 29,000. Our goal is 40,000. Our goal is 40,000 subscribers at the end of the year. That's my goal. I want to be at 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
Carson Quapple, that turns the lead.
Carson Quapple now.
Queen waiting for 2
Butterbean Queen in the lead
for their green flag pit stops, and that will then return the lead to Brandon
Let's
Jones.
see.
So with 50 laps to go, it's Butterbean Queen, Ryan Sieg, Eckes, Jones, and Daniel Dye as we are about to wrap up green flag pit stops in the Kansas Lottery 300. From Kansas Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network.
All right. Let's see here. I'll go look at that up here. Let's crank it up again. Let's crank it up. of the clash, I'll tell you what it was. At the start of the clash, I was at 28,149 at the start of the clash. 28,129 at the start of the clash. That's pretty good. Pretty good growth this year. We'll take it. Butterbean Queen still has not pit. Is he hoping for a caution or what? Butterbean trying to pull this sucker off or what? Bean, you gotta pit, bro. Dillich, Quaffle, Sammy Smith. They're all three cars running together here. Zillich, Smith, and Allgaier then. Where's the one? I don't see. It shows the one. One must be a lap down. Quaffle is 18 in 18th spot, so he's a lap down. See what happens here. When I started watching, you had 16,000. Gregor, I appreciate you, man. You remember under 5K? And we have a caution? Uh-oh.
Over Sammy Smith and 4 seconds ahead of Connor Zillich.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station.
We have a caution? Oh, no. Bonjour with the caution. And Butterbean Queen. Ooh, that's a big hit for the 19.
Kansas Speedway, trouble on the back straightaway. Justin Bonsignor will find the inside wall on the backstretch, and that will put us under the caution flag. And the Kansas Lottery 300 Motor Racing Network here with the call.
But everybody else is not going to pit, and so he'll have to go in the back.
Kurt Becker in the corners, Steve Post and Chris Wilner in the pits and the garage area. Dave, as soon as we were coming out of the station ID, I happened to look over, and Justin Bonsignor was all kinds of crossed up coming out of turn 2.
That's about the time I picked up on it too, Mike. It's been an eventful last few laps. About 5 laps before he came to pit road, he got extremely loose in turn number 2, scuffed up the right rear in pretty good fashion on the outside wall. This time around, and unless you saw something that I didn't, that was just a solo spin coming off turn 2.
Yeah, it was a tough break for Justin Bonsignor. He was racing hard. He got contact in the left rear from Nick Sanchez. It looked like Bonsignor may have checked up just a smidge, but Nick Sanchez absolutely came up the racetrack. And
Allgaier for the win. We'll see. Sanchez caused it.
Inside wall, hard contact there. Head on
See
into
what
the
happened.
inside safer barrier. All 4 tires came off the ground.
Oh, yep.
But the car.
I don't think he meant to do it, but he clipped him pretty good.
Bonsignor making his 8th career.
He
NASCAR
clipped him
Xfinity Series
pretty good.
NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champion.
Hey, look at that. 35,550. Thank you guys so much.
He's well accomplished.
Appreciate that, y'all.
But he has had a lot of headwinds, as they say, in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Great talented race car driver, and looking forward to doing more of these starts. But obviously, this one will not end the way he wanted it to end. It ends with nose contact into the safer barrier on the backstretch.
All right, bonjour with the wreck. And Ricky says everyone will get new tires because of those that just pitted have another new set they will pit. This is going to put Butterbean Queen in a great spot here. You think everybody's going to pit? We'll see what happens. Butterbean Queen, they stayed out for a reason, and it happened. So Queen is the leader. He won here in the ARCA race. He knows how to win here. But man, oh man, can Butterbean Queen, and man, if Butterbean Queen wins here, he's going to the Waffle House right after this. He's going. He knows he's going. Man, oh man, Waffle House, you got to sponsor Butterbean Queen, man. What are you thinking? Get back in the NASCAR, Waffle House. And everybody is going to be pitting, y'all. Everybody is pitting. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Let's see what happens here.
3 laps to go in the Kansas Lottery 300. Pit road is open, and the biggest question, Alex, is who decides to come to pit road and who decides to stay out?
They all have one more set of brand new Goodyear sticker tires with 40. There'll be 42 laps to go this time by. I think we're going to see a little mix here, Todd.
I do too. I think if I'm a crew chief and I'm not one of the guys leading, I'm
Zillich
gonna
wants the
come
top
and
5
keep these
finish.
for
Yeah, he
if I
does.
got to put it back on. But we'll see.
Oh,
Right
some
now,
people
Brendan
stayed out.
Queen had stayed out on the racetrack. He will lead the field on the
Algier stayed out. Brandon Jones coming in. Zillich coming in. Algier stays out.
Just a little bit too tight on the fire.
Is that a mistake for Algier?
The crew already completed with right side tire change. Now moving on to the left side. Taylor Gray is in for a 4-tire change and a windshield tear off repair. How about Brendan Queen leading his first laps in Xfinity Series action?
Butterbean Queen.
He's going 62 laps under green flag conditions. He'll pit for 4 tires and fuel. Also down in the wings, Steve Thompson, and much more in front of Steve Post.
Connor Zillich is in, 4 tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel. Sheldon Creed is in.
Man, oh man.
Here's Jesse Love getting service on his automobile. Gonna be
So
4
Brandon
tires,
Jones
left side
pits.
tires,
Zillich and Smith. Algier stays out.
goes Jesse Love back onto the
We'll see what happens when it refreshes.
Everybody came to pit road. We'll reset the running order for you when it recycles around here in just a moment. From Kansas Speedway.
Man, oh man, Connor Zillich, Justin Algier. We'll see. Is this a mistake for Algier? That's the question. Is this a mistake for Algier staying out? That's the question. Is it a mistake? I love that Tableau car with the football on it. I love the Tableau car. Available at tableautv.com. My pick today was Butterbean Queen. Yeah, he was your dark horse. All right. Not everybody came to pit road, right? Not everybody did. How many laps left? 42 laps to go. 42 laps to go here at the Kansas Lottery 300. We got Connor Zillich. They haven't reset the thing yet here. Come on, NASCAR. Reset it. Reset it. Connor Zillich pit, so he's not at the first place. You got Algier. Probably will be out front. I know I saw a lot of cars stay out. We'll see who it is here. Let's go, Butterbean Queen, Harold says. Yeah, man. He won the ARCA race last night. We'll take second. No way we got this for a win. Carlos says, we got this. We'll see. It hasn't reset yet, so I don't know what's going on with it. We'll see what happens. It says Algier. There it is. Algier, Mayer, Brandon Jones, Connor Zillich, Sammy Smith, Austin Hill, Taylor Gray. Butterbean comes out 8th. Jesse Love, Sheldon Creed in the top 10. Dean Thompson.
Brandon Jones, Connor Zillich, Sammy Smith. The caveat in all of this is there's only 18 cars right now at this moment on the lead lap. Some will take the wave around here in a moment and gets lap back. But that all being said, Todd Gordon, now that Algier and Mayer stayed out, they still have a set of tires left if there's another caution to go.
Yeah, if we get a caution with 10 to go, they're sitting pretty. They're in a great position. But if we don't get that caution, they're going to go home with a set of stickers playing in their box.
And they're probably about to get eaten up here on this restart. You know, they're going to have old tires on. There's only 2 of them. You hope to have, I call them buffer cars, that you have 5 or 6 stay out with you. Because the other thing is if they run 15 laps and the caution comes out again, they're going to pit there and take their last set of tires. But instead of being 7th or 8th with new tires, they're going to be like 15th or further back.
Yeah, I think this was a mistake on Algier's part.
I don't think it.
All of his other teammates came in and pit, and he stayed out. Why?
I thought the majority would have stayed out too.
So my question is they will be on 15 and 17 lap older tires respectively. Well, what we've seen today, you say that they're going to get eaten up on the restart. So over the long haul, how much of an effect is that being on 15 lap older tires? Because at some tracks we see where that's not the big deficit. Is Kansas Speedway one that where you will really pay that price today?
I don't think it levels out. I think they can continue to pay the penalty. We'll see where that plays out. I think we're going to have 18 cars on a lead lap when we come back around. I would be surprised if this goes green. I'd be surprised if they finish in the top 12.
Keep in mind though, the caution flag flew at lap 155, so there's only 12 laps older tires as far as green flag laps go. And I know that's significant here at
29 laps or 30 laps to go.
Detriment.
It's worse than what,
Or, no, I'm
what
sorry.
anybody else is, and it's 12 laps and
30,
I really
40,
think that's a
39.
bigger deal.
39 laps to
If you
go.
play
39.
Steve Post, you got more to add on this.
Now, listening to the conversation with Jim Pullman and Justin Allgaier, and you guys have really hit on
39 laps to go.
They figured there'd be some buffer cars. As Joey Logano talked about, that's other cars to stay out. They did not figure that the first car, Brandon Jones, is going to start in the row behind him. They just told Justin on the radio, look, you are going to get passed, and you're going to get passed by a fair number of cars. What we've got to do is hope that the caution comes out, and then we'll come in. We need 15 or 20 laps, though. We need to have a tire advantage, and then we'll come in and put the new tires on. So just exactly as you guys have described, is the way it's been explained to race leader Justin Allgaier.
We'll find out how it plays out. The one to go has been given. It's time to choose what lane to restart.
Saturday ribs on the smokers. CeeLo on the TV. Doesn't get any better. Garrett. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you being here, bud.
And you're talking about the choose right here. If you're any of the cars that are not behind, if you have tires and you're behind a car with old tires, what I'm trying to say, which is the front row.
Thank you, Jamie, Carlos, becoming a member. A bunch of new subscribers today. We thank you guys.
Because then you're going to get stuck and get passed with them. So you got to just figure out how to get air on your nose. Make sure you're not stuck behind him. Brandon Jones is in a good place because he's starting on the outside second row. Connor Zillage a little bit more challenging. He's got to somehow get to the left or the right of Sam Mayer.
So basically, Dave Mooney needs to pull his belts tight about 3 or 4 cranks on that when they haul it off into turn number 1.
Yeah. This might not be that long of a run. Who knows?
Well, they're doubling up for the restart right now in front of Kurt Becker. Yeah, here they come with the pace car. The lights turned out. You've got Justin Allgaier first up in the outside lane. You've got Sam Mayer to his inside. Brandon Jones ready to pounce from the outside lane.
Here we go, green flag. Biggity, biggity, biggity. Let's go racing, boys.
Gotta wait till they get to the restart zone. The control car is the leader on the outside lane, Justin Allgaier. He'll get on the gas late in the zone. Kyle Hicks puts the green flag in the air. Allgaier gets away.
Man, there goes the 4-wide restart that time.
To go 3 wide for second.
Justin Allgaier
3 wide for second.
is away with the lead.
Here goes Brandon Jones on those fresh tires. He's going to eat Allgaier for lunch. Bye. Bad mistake, Allgaier. Gone. How does all your teammates come in and you don't? I don't understand that. Why would you do that?
Drop anchor.
That's the worst decision on Allgaier's crew chief.
Brandon Jones to the lead. Connor Zillage to second. And what a run today for Austin Hill. He's up to third. He has got
your whole team came in and pit. Why didn't you pit? Austin Hill, P3, my pick. My pick to win.
Here comes Taylor Gray to the inside. He too will at least get alongside of Allgaier at the end of the match.
How does that not been discussed? We're all coming into pit. How does that not relay to your crew chief that you're coming in? That's a bunch of BS.
They did not pit. It's Brandon Jones pulling the field to 1.
Brandon Jones.
I'd understand if like 1 came in, but all 3, except you.
Old Raz getting a little too high.
That's ridiculous.
And scraping the safer barrier all the way around turns 3 and 4 off the pace last time by.
Jones, Zillage, Hill. Allgaier is back to 11th. 3 seconds back.
The separation as they come to the
That's ridiculous.
Put it at 3 car lengths. That is the separation between Jones and Zillage, and they're pulling away from Hill.
Brandon Jones.
Trying to reel him back in. He'll run a lower line into turn number 1. Goes all the way.
Junior needs to have a discussion with Allgaier's crew chief after the race.
So Brandon
yeah, I mean,
the challenge from Connor Zillage, then a gap of
he's thinking like Bubbles.
Third, the lead battle continues to turn 4.
Separated by a car.
I mean,
Brandon Jones up front.
That's the worst decision. And it wasn't even close on how different the tires were compared to what Allgaier has. He's dropped all the way to 12th. He's 4.5 seconds back.
Contact with the
oh my gosh.
Through what you felt. You just it wasn't clear off of 2, obviously. I don't know if he got free there or corrected up into me. Only seen it one time, it was hard to tell, but unfortunate, we were running, top 12 basically all day, just learning. It's so hard to come in and out of here every 10 weeks and do this. And race car was real good. We had a good Toyota Super today. M3 Technologies.
Zillage just waiting for the pounce now.
Checker flag.
33 to go. Terrible decision. Junior's sitting there going, what the?
You're right. Hit for Justin Boxier, check and release. Still has a modified.
How do you dominate this race and then make a dumb decision like that?
The Kansas Lottery 300 this afternoon. Battle for the lead is off the end of the backstretch.
Brandon Jones has the lead. Connors
bad move.
Still there. And Austin Hill still trying to reel the most energy.
Austin Hill still 5 car lengths in arrears of that lead duo. Through the shade they come with the massive grandstands at Kansas Speedway, covering turns 1 and the front straightaways. They go back to the corner.
I mean, I'm crazy decisions. Jesse Love still on the bubble, +7. +7 for Jesse Love on the bubble right now.
Back into turn number 3.
Just plain stupid, I know.
What I'm afraid right now is that Connor Zillage may lose touch of Brandon Jones, because if you remember,
Allgaier back almost 7 seconds now. 7 seconds. That's how.
Jones is maintaining as the lead.
Allgaier hoping for another caution.
Keep that lead.
Hoping is a different story than you know it's going to happen. When he could have pit with his team and been up in the top 5, he could be leading right now.
Comes back off the end of the back straightaway, keeping Connor Zillage at bay. Is straight ahead.
The sad thing is that Allgaier went to bat against Junior 2 years ago to get this crew chief.
Got his first career Xfinity Series win right here at Kansas Speedway some 6 years ago. That was back in 2019. 300
crew chief bet on the 88, right?
Number 330, and Davies.
30 to go here, y'all. 30 to go. Keep hitting that subscribe, y'all. Help us out. And hit that like. We're trying to get to 200 likes to finish this stream. 200 likes. Help us out. 200, y'all.
Nothing but open racetrack ahead of him. He will take the line toward the outside safety area.
I usually say there were no bad decisions, just wrong ones, but that was a terrible bad decision. Oh, no.
Number 5 position, Sheldon Creed and Taylor Gray had been going at it there, but off turn 4.
Allgaier now 8.5 seconds back.
Sheldon Creed, and that allows Jesse Love to close in the process.
Jesse Love is sitting on 3 car lengths back.
They're the only team with stickers left? Okay. Maybe that's what they're hoping for.
To get by the Taylor Gray machine. Creed keeps his foot in and drives up alongside.
But still, if you're 13th and the caution comes out and everybody pits, you're going to have fresh tires. But everybody else,
no problems.
It's not going to make that much of a difference. You're back in 13th spot.
Continue this fight for position.
Sheldon Creed takes control of that spot, at least for the moment.
You're rolling the dice for another caution.
Sammy Smith's machine. Smith gets the fade on the straightaway.
Trying to hang on to the 4th position with Sheldon Creed.
You're hoping for a caution. You're like,
and here's Creed now making.
Which is dumb.
Turn number 3. Let's see right down at the lower side of the turn.
Look at me getting all fired up over a bad decision.
Turn number 3, but he's chasing that car coming out of turn number 4.
I hope somebody asks him after the race is over what exactly happened.
It won't be a battle for 4.
Sheldon Creed going to the turn 1 about midway up the bank to the outside.
Exactly, Mark. Somewhere, Mark. You're right.
It's not under any pressure from Taylor Gray. He's managed to.
Meanwhile, is Tennessee losing? We're tied at the half. Oh my God.
Down to 26 laps
Some big
race as Justin Allgaier and Sam Mayer, 2 drivers that stayed on the track and did not pit, are hoping and desperate for another caution flag so they can put on a fresh set of good years.
Yeah, Mayer 15 seconds back. 15 seconds back for Mayer too. Billy says it will make a hell of a difference if the caution happens in the next few laps. It will make a hell of a lot of difference. Okay, we'll see. I just don't think if you're back in 15th, 16th, 17th place and you get fresh tires, I don't think you have enough time to get through 16 cars to get to the front, because the leader is going to be out front anyways because it's got clean air. I think it was a bad decision for Allgaier. Just my opinion. But the KC heat has got to his brain, Ray says. That's right. Let's do one last crank it up here for the night. One last crank it up. Let's do it. One last crank it up. It needs to happen soon. You're right. Because he's going to need at least 10 laps to go through 15 cars or so. loose there in that turn. You see him turning his wheel just a little bit. Zilich 15 strike. If he finishes in second place, he will break the record of an all-time record of 1983 of 16 top 5 finishes in a row. World says it was a stupid. I mean, right now, 23 to go. It's gonna have to happen like now for it to help Allgaier or Mayer. I mean, Mayer is 17 and a half seconds, 18 seconds back, and they're close to getting lapped. I was listening to Allgaier's headset when he made the call, and he told Justin, I think you're the best driver with the best car since Zilich got the penalty. Justin said, it's on you. Oh. Okay, so Allgaier didn't want to do it either. That's crazy. Looks like what's happening to Allgaier right now, if he comes in and gets tired, he's going to be doing the same thing to them. And I mean, they're a second away, 3 cars away from being a lap down. Allgaier stayed out while everybody else pit. Him and Mayer stayed out, and they are dropping like a rock. And they're about to be a lap down. I don't think so either. I think this goes green. I think it's over here for Brandon Jones. 27 likes away from 200 likes. Help us out with the likes. Subscribe to the channel as well. 35,553. See if we can get up to 35,560. We thank you for being here today, guys. Tomorrow is the race. Tomorrow we'll be live at 1:30 Central. 1:30 Central tomorrow. 1:30 Central tomorrow. Get those likes up. Let's try to get it. Taylor Gray currently 6th place.
In front of you in turns 3 and 4. It hasn't been all that uncommon to see drivers from the white line all the way up against the bright white safer barrier.
Yeah, we've seen drivers throughout the course of the afternoon and through each stage of the race, Alex, who have taken full advantage of this racetrack. We've heard Joey Logano talk about the fact this track is wide, it's raceable. We've talked about the progressive banking, 17 degrees at the bottom, 20 degrees up at the top. We have seen drivers that have managed to capitalize top side, middle lanes, and all the way down next to the white line. But things have stabilized here. Most of the leaders running up high, about a lane and a half off the outside safer barrier as we move into these final 18 laps.
Joey Logano, we've seen you in this position before. Had that car that's out in front. You're leading by a second and a half. It seems to be on rails.
Other than the word copy, Justin's not responding since that call. Wow.
This race, there are also plenty of ways to lose this race.
Yeah, you just keep running your pace, right? And you hope it stays green. You're in control of the race. You're driving away as the leader.
Allgaier,
You got to work the lap
15 seconds back. He's gained a little bit.
As possible. But it's funny because the rest of the field is like, man, I wouldn't mind a caution right now. So it's and maybe some of the fans are thinking the same thing as he's driving away right now. But yeah, it's NASCAR racing. It can change in the blink of an eye, right? As soon as you think everything's under control and things are good, boom, something can happen, and we've seen that happen so many times.
Got to give a call to a couple of drivers who have put together a really nice race today. Daniel Dye is running in the number 11 spot.
Danny Dimes.
Today in the Fox Factory.
No, this is not the cutoff race. Next week is the cutoff race
well, he's been up there.
at the Roval next week.
10th spot. And what about Brendan Queen in his second career Xfinity Series start? He's been hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. He's been inside the top 10 for the better part of the afternoon. Finds himself running in position number 8 right now. So Butterbean, in his second career start, can wrap up the ARCA Championship next week at Toledo. Having a good day today.
Beans and biscuits with 16 to go. Here comes Brandon Jones.
Beans and biscuits.
Now 15 laps remain, but he's got more customers and more lap traffic to deal with in turn 1.
He's taking the 14.
Good time and space here to be methodical about going.
The next lap down is Raj Carew.
Around here, Smithly off turn 2.
Closing up next behind the Joey Gase car. The leader, Brandon Jones, comes to turn number 3. Changes lanes. He will go to the inside of lap traffic this time by and work his way back off to turn 4.
Easy going right now for Brandon Jones as he now smoothly puts another car in the rear view mirror.
Is the battle cam operator having a seizure? No, he's just trying to find he's trying to find a good battle, that's all.
See, making short work of the left automobiles. He's also expanding the lead while he's out.
1.721 seconds.
Down by the time they hit turn 3.
14 to go.
For all he's worth to stay in front of Brandon as long as he can, but just as Dave described, by the time they get to the end of the back straightaway, Jones is already passing, gone away.
So let's talk about the ripple implications of this, or the ripple effects of if Brandon Jones wins this race today. With Eric Almirola winning last weekend at New Hampshire, that left one spot open to transfer in on points. Brandon Jones, if he wins this race, he'll automatically move on to the round of 8. Now,
it wasn't New Hampshire, it was Bristol.
Just there, he's 160.
Not New Hampshire.
You got Justin Allgaier, he's okay. You've got Sam Mayer, he's okay. Then you've got Taylor.
I bet CeeLo and crew, no one ever seen my honest MLB hat.
Where things begin to tighten up with drivers that are above the cut and below the cut line heading into the final.
I'm like, Justin, I'm mad. I'm not responding.
Things are very close. Taylor Gray's only 17 points to the good.
Justin not saying a word on the radio, y'all. He is pissed.
Been a non-factor today. He's 10
12 to go.
It continues to get close around the cut line. Right now, Jesse Love is the last car good on points, but he's only by 6. That's only 1.
9 likes to go to 200. Help us out. Help us out, y'all.
Sanchez out by 7 is Austin Hill. Out by 8 is
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And also out by 14
I like that, Earl.
is Sammy Smith. So things are very tight there as we get closer to the checkered flag of this one with 1 race remaining in this round.
And I know in talking to a lot of drivers in the garage, you don't want to have to go to the roval and make something happen. With the unique nature of that layout, if you're below that cut line, Joey, that cannot be comfortable knowing that you're going to either have to engage in some pretty nifty
11 to go
to survive, and you don't want to be swept up in somebody else's mess like we've seen at the roval before.
Well, I think the goal is you want to try to get a big cushion so you don't have to worry about that stuff. You want to be plus 20.
Do you think NASCAR is letting Zillage win? No, because he's not winning.
I just got to score a few stage points. Don't crash. I'm going to be okay. That's what you.
I don't know who Jones is, but I picked him at random. Good job, Butterfly.
How big and how magnified now are the penalties NASCAR heading down to Austin Hill?
Butterbean got a little loose there.
His playoff points. He finds himself as he runs right now having a decent day. He's running 3rd, but he's still below the
-7 out.
Points behind.
Well, we talk about it all the time. The regular season races matter. Right, because those are the.
Yeah, he's won 9 races or 9 races.
Now he knows what it feels like.
So much for Allgaier crew chief to late for it to work. Exactly.
So
you can't roll the dice like that. Why? If it was like 15 laps to go, I'd understand and stay out. But not 40. And when your whole team hits before you,
forgot what Alex just mentioned.
That's ridiculous. Crazy. About 1:30 tomorrow. 1:30 tomorrow.
For intentionally wrecking Eric Almirola. Not only was he suspended 1 race, but NASCAR took all of his playoff points, stopped him from accruing any more for the regular season, and he started the playoffs with 0 points. That put him right at the bottom of the list. He's been scratching and clawing every single week trying to regain that. And to your point, Alex, a 3rd place day you'd figure would be spectacular. It gets him right now to just 7 points under the cut line as he continues his quest to try to make the round of 8.
And things like that will hopefully get attention of other drivers not to perform the same types of maneuvers. Dave, we're getting down to it. There will be 7 laps to go this time by for Brandon Jones. And
7 laps to go.
Car just about anywhere he wants to.
That's what he wants and exactly what he needs to do, Alex. Just navigating his way through flat traffic. Now he's upper of the wrong track. Karuk machine in a day, but he's about to go a lap down to Brandon Jones.
All right, Crazy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Just got around Parker Rest, but he starts to.
Yeah, he can make up some points next week.
Starts to move by in the middle lanes of turns 3 and 4. The leader, Brandon Jones.
One of the
I guarantee you, Allgaier will not make that decision again.
To you here all afternoon on the Motor Racing Network is
right.
the versatility of the
100%.
of Brandon Jones. It works on the bottom.
Like,
it works in the middle.
I understand like 15 laps, but not 40 or 50. No way.
Sidewall. Up a little bit of wiggle room in case he needs it. No challenges in the rear view.
Sheldon Creed in 5th place. Closing on that 8. Sammy Smith.
Number 3, Massey is right up next.
Sammy Smith does not need anybody else to pass him.
This is Brandon Jones comes back down to the line. Sam Mayer, who made the call.
Austin Hill, yeah, he can drive. For sure, Kylie. I agree with you.
Far in front of the race leader with just 5 laps.
5 laps to go. Let's see what happens here. 5 laps to go.
The leader is a very happy man. Brandon Jones down the back straightaway.
Here he comes right alongside and now moving on by the Mason Massey car before they even get back to turn number 3. Brandon Jones again.
Usually.
Finish.
Picking up lap cars one after another, passing them at will, inside and out. He slides underneath one lap car, goes up against the wall, brings the car back to the bottom of the racetrack, utilizing every inch of this 1.5 mile Kansas Speedway.
And again, Mike, he's really in no rush because he's got a huge lead over Connor Zillett, who rides in second. So he's just going to ride that outside wall, pick him up when he can, and if they can't, he'll follow for sure.
Next driver up in the sights is Ryan Mullins, his lap machine straight ahead, coming back into turn number 3. Brandon Jones navigates his way back off the corner.
3 laps to go this time die for Brandon Jones. Here he comes down to the line. He still has cars in front of him that he may have to contend with. The beauty is, Dave, it's up to him whether he wants to or not.
That's exactly right. He's got a race car that will take advantage anywhere on the racetrack that there are grooves. He closes in now on Ryan off turn 2.
Here he comes, and Brandon Jones will do the same thing. He's done the last couple of laps, just let the car glide along towards the safety barrier. This time, though, he will angle the nose of his machine down towards the white line and start to move by the lap traffic.
Brandon Jones displayed a lot of optimism and a lot of good thoughts and good vibes coming into this race. Thought he could win the pole, and he did that. Thought he could win the race, and he's less than 2 laps to go from doing that.
Brandon Jones in the turn number 1.
Brandon Jones.
In front of him will be
well deserved, Kylie says. It should have been Allgaier.
perfect.
That is the case, at least so far, for the leader, Brandon Jones. He's back to turn number 3. Still ahead. Lengths behind the Alfredo car as they all head off the corner.
That's Jones, boy.
Car off the wall. He'll bring it down middle lane of the racetrack, swing wide off.
White flag.
And cross the start-finish line and take the white
13
flag.
to 10.
1.5 miles remains for Brandon Jones to score the win today in Kansas.
Should have been Allgaier's race, man.
Brandon Jones
Should have pit.
For this Kansas Speedway, all by himself as he
Do you get a cut, Brandon?
Brandon Jones, he's been good to the top side. He's been good down next to the white line. He's been good through the middle lanes of the banking. For the final time, Brandon Jones.
Brandon Jones, congratulations. Let me see those 20s.
Way off the corner.
20s in the chat.
Checkered flag is in the air, and Brandon Jones will punch his ticket to the round of 8.
Congratulations, Brandon Jones, for the win. And Connor Zillett breaks the record. He is the all-time most top 5 finishes in NASCAR Xfinity Series history, dethroning Sam Ard. Congratulations, Connor Zillett, and congratulations, Brandon Jones. And congratulations, Justin Allgaier's crew chief. You made the worst decision of any crew chief I've ever made a decision by. Let's say it a lot. But man, oh man, Connor Zillett breaks the record. And there's Brandon Jones. He wins for the 3rd time here at Kansas Speedway. So congratulations. Let's go through the standings here really quick, and then we're going to call it a night. CeeLo's got some places to be. Brandon Jones, number 1. Connor Zillett, 2. Austin Hill, 3. Sammy Smith, 4th. That helps him in the standings. Sheldon Creed, 5th. 6th is Taylor Gray. 7th is Jesse Love. 8th is Nick Sanchez. 9th is Butterbean Queen. Great job for Queen. And again, a top 10 for that 11 Chevrolet. 10th is Dean Thompson. 11th is Danny Dimes. 12th is William Swalowich. 13th, Justin Allgaier. Well, he finished in 13th spot, but still. Christian Eckes 14th, Carson Quaffle 15th, Sam Mayer, another one that did not that gambled and failed. He finishes 16th. But Justin Allgaier did advance to the round of 8, so he is in next week as well. Sam Mayer, Kyle Sieg, and Raj Karuth. And 18th, 19th is Ryan Sieg. 20th is Harrison Burton. And then here's your lap down cars. Matty D, Josh Williams, Parker Retzlaff, Brennan Poole, Jeb Burton, he spun. Jeremy Commence, Joey Gase in four laps down. Garrett Smithley, Cole Raz, Blaine Perkins, Justin Bunzor, and Nick Lights. So there you go. There it is. Hi.
Hi.
So I hope everybody had a great race today. We appreciate you being here. And we thanks for hanging out. Can't wait to see what Allgaier says. Can't stick around to listen to it, but we'll listen to it later. We'll talk about it another day. We'll talk about it in the Discord or whatever. But make sure you join our Discord because we have a NASCAR channel there as well. So make sure you hang out with us. Make sure you hit the like button on this stream. We're so close. 4 likes away from 200. Thanks for all the new subscribers today. We're at 35,553. So great job today. So thank you guys so much for everything. We appreciate you. And I'm going to transfer you to our good friend at Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom, our good friend John with Fun to Be Free. Go make sure you go hang out with him. Tell him CeeLo sent you.
We got one thing to say.
What are your...
Go Dogs, beat Bama!
Go Dogs, beat Bama. We'll see what happens. All right, y'all. Appreciate all the love tonight. Make sure you go say hi to John at Magic Kingdom. He's a great guy over there, too. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow for our race tomorrow, the NASCAR Hollywood Casino 400. Congratulations, Brandon Jones, again. Peace out.